Hold on. Before I actually continue, let me answer in text. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a delay or whatever. I'll still say it anyways. Okay. The music for the pre-show. First song from the River City Girls soundtrack, The Hunt. That was the song that played mostly in the mall. The second song is from OC Remix. Apparently it's by Will Rock and Juan. And it's called Cowabunga, which is a remix of the Technodrome, the first part of the Technodrome stage in this SNES version of Turtles in Time. And to answer Lance's question, which I already did in chat, is Beats in My Head Love Mix by Skull Kid Music. All of it's one word. Kid is spelled with two D's, not one. And, yeah. Song is so fucking good, I actually burned it onto a CD, and I would usually listen to it when I'm traveling on the road. Well, back in the days where everything was so simple and there wasn't so much political unrest, or if there was, you didn't give a shit at the time because you were too busy trying to fucking pass your finals. Anyways, where's that Yeah. Let me just play this so I can get Squiggleton here.
Hey, what's up?
Perfect timing. I just played the yo sound.
Oh, I saw.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm following along more or less.
I am actually proud of the title I have for this episode.
No, it's great. No, that was always my favorite. My favorite thing on the show is like, oh boy, how bloody is the title screen gonna get this time, and where are they gonna fit the title in?
Well, it's not. Yeah. It's not just that. It's like, man, it's just that whenever somebody at the beginning of the episode is about to say the word Invincible, this is the funniest thing since the. It's second to the Always Sunny title card drops to me.
You know what? Yeah, very much.
It's like, well, it just goes to show you that we're all not splat.
Cool. Yep, my replacement isn't on, but it's the end of my shift, so I'm signing off.
Nice. Your replacement is probably going to get fired.
Oh, well.
Well, do your job. Be responsible.
My follow-up. Yeah, but, whatever. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday. If anybody calls in, it's their own fault.
Speaking of being responsible, yes, there is some truth to that title. I am 100% vaccinated. I got my vaccine 2 days ago. I was hoping to get high fevers or some kind of flu-like symptoms so I can not go to work on a Saturday.
I know that feeling.
Unfortunately, my immune system is such a Chad.
Yep.
It's like, no,
or maybe it's too weak, because apparently you show symptoms when your immune system's fighting something off.
What do you mean? I thought having the flu-like symptoms means you had it in the past.
Well, no, I just mean having the flu. Oh, I don't know how it works with the vaccine, but I mean like having strong symptoms when you're sick usually means that your immune system is just kind of in overdrive. It's the same reason allergies affect people with strong immune systems usually. Yeah, because their body is just like, wait, foreign invader, time to go into maximum overdrive.
I don't know.
It's like, but I just sniffed a flower.
The worst I got is a sore arm, which is still sore 2 days later.
Yeah, that's how my first injection was. I get my second one in 2 weeks.
All right, but
So give me that Avengers serum.
Yeah, hit me with that shit so we can go back to life and have conventions and shit.
God, I can't wait to spray particles on people's faces.
Actually, I am thinking of contacting hopefully I still have her as a Facebook contact. Let me check. We don't talk as much, even though I think she's a cool person.
It happens.
Yeah, we met each other. We got along fine. I might have told this story 3 times over. I'll tell it again. So, when I was at MechaCon at
what was the last real year? 2019. Yeah, that was the last year that existed.
Well, yeah, I was there too, but I didn't run into her at the time. I mean,
Ah.
2011.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which was crazy because it was literally a full 24-hour day for me. Because I woke up at like 6 in the morning. Not 6 in the morning, maybe it was 6 in the morning. It was really early in the morning to drive 2.5 hours from Lafayette to New Orleans to hang out with my friend Jordan and then blow some money away. And then I met this one woman who was actually pretty cool. She and I were waiting in line to get an autograph from Johnny on Bosch. We were having casual conversation. I ran into her at the rave. She and I talked. We were pretty cool, but we never talked since then. Even though we're friends on Facebook. Fast forward to MechaCon 2015, where I decided to go to the Guess That Anime theme song old school edition.
and ruined it for everyone else.
Pretty much. The worst part is, man, Windsor's like, I don't want to go there. I feel so embarrassed because apparently he lost because he couldn't guess the theme song to Love Hina. Because he suppressed it from his memories that bad because Love Hina is that bad of a show. Here's the thing. Everyone knows that I fucking hate Love Hina.
Yeah.
But, hey, Kimmy. Everyone who's a longtime subscriber of me knows I hate Love Hina, the anime. In fact, I need to find it. I know I have it stored somewhere. I have a photo of me holding an actual gun to my head. It's not loaded, but it's an actual gun in my head, holding it, and in front of me is the box set of the complete TV series collection.
I love that you don't have a prop gun laying around, but you have an actual gun laying around.
Yeah, I just remember being at Jeff's place, and he was hanging out with Nick at the time, and I was like, you know what? I feel like torturing myself. I heard this anime is pretty bad. Let me watch it, and I'm like, I want to take a photo of it because who knows? Maybe I want to show it off on YouTube. In hindsight, that will kill your channel.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a realistic gun. But Nick is like, here, use this. Don't worry, it's not loaded. I'm like, is this a real gun? He's like, yeah, but don't worry. I didn't put the ammo in or anything. Just take a photo. Just pose, pointing at your head. And I was like, okay, fine. And I did just that. Which, going back to MechaCon 2015, that's how I met up with Windsor because apparently he was subscribed to my shit back in the day. But anyways. Well, not MechaCon 2015. It was actually Louisiana 2010. But yeah, everything brings me to Love Hina. Anyways,
all roads lead to Love Hina.
So I went to the old school anime theme song contest, and I won all 3 rounds, and I got all 3 prizes because I love my old school anime theme songs, dude. I love them. Even if it's fucking anime music to shows I haven't seen yet, I will enjoy its music.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, like, I was... See, the only thing you could stop me now is with modern stuff. That being said, if we have MechaCon this year and there's going to be another theme song contest, rest assured, I will catch up on hearing what the Devil Slayer and all that other shit theme music is and see if it's any good. Yeah.
The Demon Slayer opening's pretty good. I think the ending's a little bit overrated because I'm not really a fan of slow songs anyway.
I do like slow melodic songs for endings.
Yeah. It depends if it actually has, like, some emotion behind it. Like, I think the best theme ever is Shinseki Yori, where it's just a shamisen kind of slowly building. It gets more melodic. So good. I like shamisens a lot.
Shamisens are pretty cool. They're basically the Japanese ukuleles.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Man, the only good thing about Rolling Girls, that anime sucked, but damn, that music was hype.
Yeah.
There's a fucking shamisen guitar solo at one point.
Anyways, wow. Okay, Kimmy, you must be a new viewer. I'll explain in a second after I tell the story. Anyways, the person hosting the contest, or one of the co-hosts, one of them was cosplaying as that chick from The Fifth Element, Mila Jovovich's character.
Yeah, Lilu.
Yeah. The other woman, to my surprise, which I was actually smiling about because this catered to my preferences, she was a Washu cosplayer.
Washu. That doesn't sound familiar.
Tenchi Muyo, the genius scientist with Ryoko's mom.
Okay, I was thinking of show names. That makes more sense. Okay.
No, she's Ryoko's mom in the OVA series at least. So I went there, I love how she was discussing this competition. She's like, by the way, this is old school anime themes from the 90s and earlier. So if you're expecting theme songs from Bleach or whatever, you're not going to get it. And then a couple people already left. And I'm like, oh, I got this. And, I got most of the theme songs. I was able to guess their song, the songs, what anime they came from, the title, the vocalist, and all that shit. And yeah, I was able to guess Kamsu Satad, the song from End of Evangelion. Of course. Dude, we sing along to it. It all keeps tumbling down.
Tumbling down.
So I crushed the competition. I got all 3 prizes. I can't remember. Oh, actually, no, I do remember what all 3 prizes are.
Okay.
The first set is the complete collection of Irresponsible Captain Tyler, which I already have because I reviewed that anime about a year or 2 prior, and even Nozomi Entertainment, who owns the license that show, acknowledged it and loved it. Because I spoke highly of Captain Tyler. Great show. I recommend you guys watch it.
I've encountered it on TV tropes. I'm so bad at watching anything lately.
The second prize was Macross Plus on DVD, which I already have.
Yep.
But doesn't hurt to have 2 copies. And the third thing I got, and I hope I still have it somewhere because this is a prize treasure for sure, is the soundtrack to Neon Genesis Evangelion.
That's a good prize. I love that soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh god, I fucking love that battle scene with the fucking drums. Boom, 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 boom.
I think the coolest thing I ever got at a panel was I got the Slow Dancer Boz Skaggs album from a JoJo panel.
All right. Well, anyways, I need to answer Kimmy's question, but I'm not done with my story. Anyways, yeah, she is a cosplayer. And I even helped her out moving some stuff and whatnot. And she's like, man, you were really good at the competition. You were able to beat my ex-fiance because, yeah, he was there at the convention. And he did look like...
He was my fiance, so you destroyed him.
It's like, yeah. I was like, oh, thank you. That's great. And she and I talked a bit. Keep in mind, full disclaimer, nothing romantic. We were just being friends. I don't know. People like to ship everything with everything. You know that?
Yeah.
But, we were talking. We were hanging out. We add each other on friends on Facebook because now everyone has a fucking smartphone, including me now. And, yeah, we had a good time. So, and then I find out, by coincidence, that was the woman I met from MechaCon 2011's cousin. And I knew these 2 looked familiar in some way, but I never pieced the 2 and 2 together until she re-added me on Facebook. And I said, I know you re-added her. It's like, yeah, we met on MechaCon. I attended one of her panels and crushed the competition. It's like, yeah, that's my cousin. I was like, oh, cool. Anyways,
everybody knows that, buddy.
Point is, it's a TLDR way of saying, I probably want to contact her. I don't know. It might be too late now because the point is, if I am going to cosplay, the idea is to be a sci-fi plague doctor. Like a plague doctor, you know how the plague doctor design is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Plague doctor's a cool aesthetic.
That but in a more sci-fi-ish setting and maybe matching the theme of our convention. So that way I will be in a full body suit and there's no way I can get owned by the Rona. Is what I'm. It's the long skirt away thing of. It's like
There's a reason I was a plague. There's a reason that I was also a plague doctor around Halloween too. That was my other costume.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point because I really want this convention to happen, but I haven't seen any updates from MechaCon because okay, there haven't been any spikes or red flags or fuck ups in Louisiana that I've seen just yet. And they lifted the mask mandate policy, which yeah. I'm still wearing a mask in public when I see fit.
I'm always wearing it. I'll wear 3. Fuck it.
And I know I'm vaccinated, but it's not even a 100% vaccination. It's like a 80 to 90%.
Yeah.
Maybe less than that, but
I'm not sure how that works exactly. But hey, herd immunity and all that.
The herd. Anyways, to answer Kimmy's question, which surprises the hell out of me because apparently Love Hina is now officially fading into obscurity where it belongs, sort of.
I know the name, but I don't know anything really about it. So,
Love Hina was a harem comedy in the late 90s.
I do know that. But...
Well, you do, but Kimmy doesn't.
Oh, good point.
Love Hina is a late 90s harem comedy from Ken Akamatsu, who is a manga artist I love because he created Negima, which is the greatest manga I've ever read that I can't recommend to no one because the older I get, the I realize the themes of that fucking manga are really weird. But I don't want to hate it because it did get me through my life. I mean, how do you feel? Are you coughing or sneezing? Here's the thing. I had cold symptoms on the week before the vaccine. But I don't know where it came from. I doubt it's coronavirus because I had that same situation last year and I didn't kill any of my family members, so...
Always good.
I don't know, but...
Every day you don't kill family is a good day, unless you're Iritachi or whatever.
But after I got the vaccine, I actually started to feel better, but my arm still feels like I got fucking sledgehammered by Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Speaking of which, we got some wrestling shit to talk about, but yeah, Love Hina is about this guy who is a guy. It's about this wimpy dude who is trying to get into this prestigious university in Japan called Tokyo U or Todai, and because of a promise he made in his childhood, and he gets stuck moving into a boarding house of his grandmother and gets stuck with some women, and he gets pummeled the shit out of, more so in the anime, but you know, it's probably best to see if you could just dig through my older shit, Kimmy. I even did a 10th anniversary review of the manga back when I was fat as hell. Jesus Christ, dude.
Looking back on yourself and cringing is how you know you've improved.
Yeah, that's how Derek from Mega 64 sees himself.
Oh no, that's gotta feel weird.
He used to be fat as hell in his childhood back in the day, he says. Melody says, I'm sorry, I barely know. I came to your stream because YouTube recommend me your channel. Just keep talking. I'm interested in this conversation. Okay.
Awesome. I'm happy to hear it.
Good.
I didn't know YouTube could recommend us.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. We're in the algorithm. I didn't even put any tags up.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. The algorithm found us somehow.
To answer Alice's question, who's the girl drinking the vodka? That's Calliope Mori, a VTuber. I suggest subscribing to her. She's
wonderful.
She's the rapping reaper, and she's really fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, she kind of has that thing where I absolutely loved how everyone like before she debuted, everyone kind of had an idea in their head of how she was gonna be, and it's like, oh no, she's a way bigger dork than we ever thought possible.
What about Amelia Watson going to be the only sane person? It turns out she's a crazy gremlin.
Man, people were off on that mark a lot. Like, I think my favorite is whenever Coco has to explain to the Japanese members of Hololive that Amelia's a weirdo. It's like, wait, you mean Amelia's not like kind and sweet and like the protagonist? Like, no, she's this chaotic gremlin.
Dude, that's why I want to have a convention this year, so I can go to the dealer's room to see the fan-made,
There are going to be so many VTuber things at whatever convention opens up next. It's going to be wild.
Oh my fucking god, if I can find a really good small Ame plushie or whatever, I will buy it in a
that'd be
heartbeat.
great.
See,
I'm still waiting on my Calliope shit to get here.
okay, here's a weird thing about me, guys. One particular goal I have in every convention I visit is that I collect an anime plushie of a character that I remotely care about as part of a pattern, a treasure. So one year I picked up Nodoka Miyazaki from Negima. The other year I picked up Setsuna Sakurazaki. I can't say Pan and Stocking because I ordered those online.
Yeah.
Dark Saber because I thought that design was cool. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like, okay, dealer's room, gotta pick a very iconic looking plushie for me to take home. And yeah, I too did see part 1 of Brian Pillman's Dark Side of the Ring episode.
I was gonna watch that and I got just really distracted.
Fuck, dude. I was gonna talk about some spoilerific shit, but
that's fine. I'll definitely get to it, like probably after this. I was about to watch it and then I got a really horrible call and it just ruined my whole tempo.
Well, here's the funny thing. Whenever Dark Side of Ring has a person who's being interviewed in that episode introduce themselves, they always have like this weird slow motion dramatic shot of them doing something or whatever. I don't know if you've seen any Dark Side of the Ring episodes prior to.
Yeah, I have. I watched most of season 1.
So when they introduce our boy Jim Cornette,
oh no,
he's outside sitting on a hammock wearing his iconic Cornette face t-shirt, reading the book Crazy Like a Fox, which is a biography about Brian Pillman, while his dog Harley Quinn is sitting right next to him. He's just so chillaxed during this whole situation.
Amazing.
But yeah, that episode's great because they got Eric Bischoff, they got JR, they got Cornette, they got his football coach for the Bengals, I forgot his name. He's really good in it too. They got most of his family members, or maybe all of his family members. They got Pillman Jr., who is a great talent if he's booked under the right circumstances.
I forgot about Doink Side of the Ring, that theoretical version of Dark Side of the Ring where they follow the dumbest gimmicks possible.
Yeah, I need to send Cornette an email about proposing that idea so he could send, because his latest episode of The Experience, he actually interviews the creators of the show about Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, he's actually in close touch with them.
Okay, I really want you to send that email, and I hope he reads it to them.
Yeah, and he became blunt. He's like, "Why are you talking about stuff outside of wrestling like that Nick Gage asshole, that garbage outlaw drug addict bank robber?" He wasn't too mean, but
well, he probably went on a much longer rant, but they had to cut it down for time.
I can buy that.
Some say he's still ranting right now.
Anyways, speaking of Dark Side of the Ring, here's the full episode list, because apparently it's broken into 2 parts this season.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, and I feel like I need to respond to Ifrit's comment. The Hachama cookbook, please. No, we will all die. For those who don't know, Hachama is another chaotic VTuber who debuted as kind of a tsundere, and then she moved to Australia and became more unstable as the weeks went on until eventually she ate a tarantula live on stream. It's like, I'm gonna do a cooking stream, and she just cooked a tarantula into ramen. It's like, it's pretty good, actually.
All right. Here is the full... Oh no, the Rona's getting... No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no. Oh, I had the worst cough this morning.
Here's the thing. Season 3 is actually going to be broken into 2 parts like The Walking Dead. So this is the full list that they have listed on their Twitter.
Kind of a weird example, but okay.
Well, yeah, because they're going to do 6 episodes, take a season-long break, and then come back in the later half of the year.
Yeah, BoJack Horseman, the final season.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, that's my poll, because who the fuck watches Walking Dead anymore?
Well, even they've been doing this since season 2, so...
Oh, okay, so it was an established thing, gotcha.
Yeah, apparently you can, like, generate more... I don't know, more money some that way.
Until it stops.
Well, here's the list. We have Brian Pillman, which is premiering this week on March... I want to say it's the 6th or 7th. But I'm definitely going to DVR that shit. Second episode is going to be Nick Gage, the Outlaw Mud Show guy who cut John Moxley's tongue with a pizza cutter.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Third episode is going to be interesting because it's Collision Korea. Al talked about that one for me when we were doing that kayfabe stream.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember.
The next episode, this is funny because A&E has like WWE documentary specials now. They did one on Steve Austin, they did one on Roddy Piper, and they plan to do one on the Ultimate Warrior. But now Dark Side of the Ring has an Ultimate Warrior episode.
Oh, okay. That's Ultimate Warrior's got some content.
I almost want to watch both those documentaries to see the differences. Yeah. One of them is going to be sanitized because WWE. The other one's going to be raw and unforgiving in the way.
If I remember correctly, didn't WWE, like, they were distancing themselves from the Ultimate Warrior, they had a documentary called The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah, and I did see that too, by the way. I did see that documentary. But...
Did he approve that, or did they just put that out there? Because that seems really shitty if they just put it out there.
He didn't approve it. In fact, I think he tried to sue him over it.
Jesus. Yeah, fuck.
That being said, considering that Ultimate Warrior buried the hatchet with everyone before he died.
Yeah.
They might fluff him up a bit more, but it makes you wonder what Darkseid is going to cover on this guy.
Yeah.
And I would love to see the comparisons between the Honesty and Bruce Pritchard. And anyways, the episode after that is Grizzly Smith, who is related to Jake the Snake Roberts, and apparently he's...
Oh dear. I met Jake the Snake. He was really a nice guy. I got Al's autograph.
Now, Jake the Snake is whatever. Apparently Grizzly Smith might be worse. I forgot. Is that his dad or uncle? Ifrit will tell us. And then this is the episode before the break. Tiger Mask's eternal rival.
Oh.
Dynamite Kid.
Okay.
I wonder if they're going to cover that part of the story where somebody got so fed up with his backstage pranks that they took a sack of quarters and smacked in his face and made him lose all his teeth.
God damn.
Allegedly.
Sounds... Oof. I hope they talk about that or, like, clear things up if it was exaggeration.
Alright. Anyways, here's the second half after the break. Johnny K9, a.k.a. Bruiser Bedlam, which is something Cornette recommended to the Dark Side creators. Because apparently this guy has a rap sheet that could rival New Jack's.
Oh, okay, that's a feat.
Yeah, I even linked the Cornette audio clip to Al, and he says, "I don't know who that guy is." And
Yeah, I've heard of him.
yeah, I haven't either because I wasn't paying attention to old school wrestling until Cornette's podcast. But
Gotcha.
if this guy is if this guy is if this guy's nuts, I want to hear his story. The episode after that, everyone knows, even if you're not a wrestling fan, the steroid trials.
Yep, those were crazy.
I was on the way home today. I was listening to Cornette's podcast, and they actually got Jerry McDevitt on the episode.
So whenever I think about the steroid trials, I think about this stupid little tidbit
Okay,
where they
judging from your reaction, you don't know who Jerry McDevitt is.
I actually don't.
He's Vince McMahon's top attorney.
Oh boy, that guy's probably had to do some shit.
They actually got him on the episode.
Whew.
I know it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts.
The random little tidbit from the steroid trial that I absolutely love is that they brought in I don't remember his actual name, but he was Nails when he was a wrestler, and when he was being interviewed by one of the attorneys, he goes like, do you hold any animosity towards Vince McMahon? No. It's like, do you hate Vince McMahon? Yes, because he just didn't know what the word animosity meant.
Kind of like how Dustin Rhodes didn't know what androgynous meant when he got signed into the WWE, and somebody said you're going to be an androgynous wrestler named Goldust. Hey Tom. Anyways,
and then he embraced it more than anyone expected.
Okay, so Grizzly is Jake's...
like, oh, that's probably a bad idea. You shouldn't get breast implants, Dustin.
Okay, so Grizzly is Jake's dad. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was thinking that. I didn't know. I needed confirmation. Anyways, after the steroid trials, the next episode is dedicated to FMW. I've heard about this because Big Al and I were on the kayfabe stream, and I know he was talking about like hardcore garbage wrestling. And he mentioned the FMW belt when I was talking about, if they're that extreme, why don't they just put landmines in the arena, in the ring? It's like, they do that.
Yeah.
What about electrical barbed wire cage fences? Yep, they did it. Okay, so why not put the ring inside a fucking pool filled with piranhas then? Did they do that yet? I said something along the lines of, you know what, I need to dig up that audio clip. And he brings up FMW, and I go, does the FMW stand for fuck my well-being? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just listening.
I don't know. I thought you were going to get a chuckle out of that because I don't know.
Oh, no. I laughed. It just wasn't really that loud. Sorry.
Yeah. It didn't get picked up at all.
Sorry. I was kind of chuckling under my breath.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I think of FMW. I just go, oh, fuck my well-being, because that's what these people do whenever they do shit like this. Okay. After FMW, the next episode, I did get a glimpse of it from JR's perspective in his book Under the Black Hat, The Plane Ride from Hell, which people were requesting, and even Al's like, yes, Plane Ride from Hell. That's when everyone got drunk and stupid.
Yup, the best kind.
Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling. That's what it stands for.
Really? Okay.
That sounds too legit to be our Outlaw Mud Show garbage shit wrestling performance.
Okay, the bar of what an Outlaw Mud Show is pretty high for like generally everyone's going underneath the bar you have to get over to not be considered an Outlaw Mud Show, and in Cornette's mind 90% of wrestling is Outlaw Mud Show bullshit.
Well, 90% of modern wrestling is.
Yeah.
But Yeah, that actually sounds like a really cool name for a promotion of people who actually like can wrestle and
Yeah,
do works and shit like that.
martial
Man,
arts stuff.
we need more vaulters in this world, that's for sure.
Uh,
Oh, how is Link's Awakening, Tom? The remake
uh,
version. All right.
I've I've heard good things. Melody's asking, yeah, thoughts on anime fans complain about Tagaki-san, Uzaki, and yeah, Nagatoro. So, thing is, anime fans have shit taste,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones who think they don't have shit taste have the shittiest taste. So when people complain about stuff online and like don't have like take everything with a grain of salt for a certain point, like you can disregard everything they say. In all honesty, I think Tagaki-san's very cute. Uzaki is adorable. Nagatoro is obviously very horny because the author it did make masochistic hentai before he wrote Nagatoro. So a lot of that seeped in, and that's part of the appeal of the series. Let anime and manga be horny. And even then, yeah, Tagaki-san like it isn't even that at all. Like that one's like really cute. And I want another season of just Uzaki. That was good.
Still,
Especially when she
maybe they should have just called themselves Frontier Mud Show Wrestling. Frontier Martial Arts. It just sounds more legit, dude.
yeah. Frontier Martial sounds a little too legit. Like that's one of those things. Like that just sounds like you're an MMA company at that point.
In a way, maybe it's something. It sounds like a promotion Inoki would have, because Inoki was all about that shit.
Yeah. Poor Inoki. I just think about like, man, remember every time Inoki's name comes up, remember that time he fought Antonio and got pissed off? That's the highlight of his career in my eyes. This decorated wrestler who's been going for years and is like one of the top like wrestlers in his entire stable and federation. Remember that time he fought some greasy hillbilly who wasn't selling?
Remember that time when he fought Big Van Vader? Vader beat him, and the whole arena rioted so hard they banned us.
I love stories like that when the crowd just goes way too hard. It just reminds me like one of my favorite lines ever from like one of the Super Best Friends Let's Plays when they were playing Yakuza 4, and they're just going like I can't remember how exactly they said it, but it was something like, remember that time that guy came from the future and killed Frieza and nobody went to school? It's like, yeah, I learned that in history class. I guess that's what happened. Like, kids got too hype about DBZ and school had to be canceled.
Okay, so apparently FMW was indeed legit because that's Mick Foley's starting point. I'm like, okay. And older Japanese wrestlers, but still. That being said, fuck my well-being still sounds funny to me.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, maybe FMW isn't garbage outlaw mud show stuff, but the way Al described it to me at the time made me feel that way. So maybe FMW.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although me and Al are both those people who get really fixated on the dumbest shit that every wrestling league does. So
maybe the Dark Side episode would actually shed some light and cure my ignorance.
I really feel like there would have to be like an entire season after like if they did the Dark Side of the Ring about like all the shit that happened in TNA.
Dear God. Anyways.
Oh shit, Vince Russo, Dark Side of the Ring.
Anyways, what were we talking about before this? Because I was trying to get on track of something else.
I figure maybe like a WrestleMania thing. I mean, we get in wrestling.
Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Like, mean before all the wrestling talk? Love Hina was before that.
No. We were still on the topic of wrestling, but...
Okay. Dark Side of the Ring, Doink Side of the Ring, the Brian Pillman.
We still have a couple episodes playing right for hell. We have an episode on Luna Fashawn.
I don't know that one.
Me neither. XPW and Chris Canyon.
I've heard that name before, but... but my knowledge is kind of limited. I'm just hyper fixated on a few very particular things, but I don't... for the wide scope of wrestling, I'm kind of clueless.
I'm gonna look him up on Chris Canyon. Chris Canyon.
I just happen to know a lot about pre-Attitude Era and the Attitude Era.
He was Chris Canyon Mortis. He's dead. He's been dead since 2010. Canyon had been suffering from bipolar disorder and threatened suicide in the weeks prior to his death. On April 2nd, 2010, his brother, Ken Klosertis, it's a weird last name, Ken Kloseris, concerned about him not answering calls, found him dead in Sunnyside, Queens apartment. An empty bottle of antidepressants and the drug Seroquel were found nearby. He was 4 years old. Kenyon left behind a note of apology for his family. His death was acknowledged by WWE.
On a lighter note, I really want some raspberry cheesecake now that Lucas says they have one.
Damn. Crash Holly ended up suiciding the same way.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Luca. Okay, Ifrit says XPW is an ECW wannabe where New Jack tried to kill that one guy from the... Oh, for revenge.
Oh, yep, okay.
But the thing is, didn't they already cover that in New Jack's episode on Dark Side of the Ring? The life and crimes of New Jack?
XPW had a lot of shit that wasn't related to New Jack then, enough for an episode.
That is true, but they could still recycle clips from that New Jack.
You could honestly do an entire episode on just the Max Transit incident.
You know, it's weird. I don't hate New Jack despite him being a dangerous, crazy motherfucker.
I feel like it's just because he's so ridiculous that it's like, I don't know how to feel. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Alice, we love Has-Been Hotel. Actually, no. Okay, I like Has-Been Hotel. I like Hell of a Boss way more at this point.
I haven't seen Has-Been Hotel outside of its pilot. Where's it airing now?
It doesn't have a pilot. It doesn't have anything but the pilot yet. They're working on the entire season, and I'm trying to remember what streaming service it's going to be,
But Hell of a Boss, I definitely love more.
Fantastic.
Especially that
most...
Especially that most recent episode with Norman Reedus as a celebrity guest.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're knocking that. They have a lot of good voice actors on it.
Plus, I'm so glad they justify Millie's southern accent.
Yeah.
She comes from a farm.
Yep. Well, apparently it's kind of implied there that most imps are from that area. And like Moxie not having that accent makes him a weirdo, so.
Oh man. We didn't converse about this much, but my favorite gag was the running gag during the competition montage where that shark was just out for Moxie's blood.
No, I was laughing my ass off about that scene. Like when he's like mud wrestling and the shark comes in and attacks.
Not only does he come in, he comes in and does an elbow drop.
He does an elbow drop, I forgot. They're all wrestling, the shark elbow drops him. Oh.
They got a lot of other shit to talk about, like their champion who got attacked by someone and lost their thumb. Oh, that's
the worst thing you can lose.
Huh. But yeah, for those who are kind of wrestling fans, on YouTube, Vice's YouTube channel, because I know they're gonna only hold this up for a little while.
Yeah, so watch it now.
The first part of Brian Pillman's documentary is up on YouTube, and that's how I was able to watch it, and it is really good. It's basically, what if Kenny Omega was a wrestler? It's true, though. I can't get over his fucking thing about him disregarding ring psychology, because I think it's important for the audience as well.
Ring psychology is very important.
Oh man, when Walter was going to chop Ciampa on that fucking announce table, and then he accidentally sliced the top part of that announce table in half while hurting his palm. Ooh, oh, it was beautiful. People need to sell more. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's definitely the problem.
Because
I love good stuff. Okay, you know what? I hate overselling when somebody's knocked out for like 20 minutes in a match.
well, it's not that. Like, this is the reason why I don't watch a whole lot of shonen anime, because I prefer my fights to be more grounded and realistic. So whenever somebody does like this crazy, I'm gonna do an attack that shoots 30 fireballs into your fucking face, and then they shoot 30 fireballs into their fucking face to the point where there's like a giant smoke, and then after the smoke dissipates, he's still standing? Like, come on, man.
I'm more a fan of. See, that's actually the thing that I'm. Actually, you know what? I will say I loved that about Invincible, in that you generally have you understand like what is doing huge amounts of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even characters who are near invulnerable are still taking hits.
Yeah.
But then you get to see like normal people encounter them. It's like, oh, that is nothing. Wow, okay.
That's the problem with wrestling. Is like, okay, somebody does like a bunch of awesome, powerful moves, and even does their signature move, and it goes for the pin. 1, 2, motherfucker kicks out.
I do watch anime more than cartoons, but every once in a while, like an animated show will get on my radar, like BoJack Horseman and Invincible and all that.
I am an anime fan.
Cartoons a lot easier. What was that?
Well, to answer Melody's question, which I assume you were doing.
Yeah.
I am an anime fan to the point where I have a shitload of anime DVDs and Blu-rays, but I'm starting to find myself watching some cartoons more. That being said, I do need to catch up on my anime backlog, more specifically the latest season of Zombieland Saga and the new Digimon reboot. XBW's many attempts to invade ECW as an East Coast West Coast feud. Oh my god.
Okay. I would kind of love a storyline about a bunch of failed invasions.
No. I'm expecting a Crips versus Blood shit going on here with XPW.
Oh, jeez, okay.
Imagine if they actually had each of those gangbangers as their fans. And they did a fucking cross-promotion event. It would have been nasty. And with the Prison Life from Hell episode, it sounds like they got the flight crew to interview for it. And according to the stories, it kept one of the directors for it awake. Ooh. Yeah, I heard JR's perspective. I'm hoping Sean Waltman gets interviewed for it, because apparently he was one of the only sane people during the event, as well as JBL. I don't know if they'll get JBL on that one episode. You remember Sean O'Hare? Yeah, I actually do. He probably doesn't, but I know Sean O'Hare. He was managed by Roddy Piper. I thought he had potential, and he just kind of disappeared about a year or two later.
What could have been is always the saddest question.
Dude, don't get Jim Cornette started, because he was running Ohio Valley Wrestling, which was a development, which was basically the NXT of its time in the early 2000s, late 90s. And granted, he was able to push out some talents like Brock Lesnar, Dave Bautista, Randy Orton, who am I missing? John Cena. Those are the top four guys.
Pretty good track record.
However, guys like Nick Dinsmore, Doug Basham, The Damager, and the entire Spirit Squad
Spirit Squad.
Go over to WWE and get these horrible gimmicks like Eugene, Doug and Danny Basham, where Doug Basham got his head shaved.
Oh.
thanks to John Laryngitis. Yeah,
I mean, hey, like, I have infinite respect for Brennan Williams for being saddled with a shit gimmick and then saying, you know what, I I I enjoy streaming a lot, and if I'm a VTuber, Vince McMahon doesn't own my identity, so I'm going to start VTubing on the side.
Well, here's the thing. I actually don't mind Eugene. Nick Dinsmore definitely worked with what he could until Triple H happened. But, yeah. And the worst part is John Laurinaitis is part of the development, part of creative again. Because Vince McMahon is a weird old senile motherfucker.
Yep. Has been for like 30 years.
No. Vince McMahon in the 90s, at least he knew what the fuck he was doing, even though he was still a crazy old man.
No, I just think his crazy worked then.
What?
I think he's always been this way, and just it happened to work in the 90s, and then he never stopped.
What did you get into wrestling, or did you mean when did we get into wrestling?
You know what? I think, like, I fell out of I kind of fell out of wrestling when I was younger, and then I got back into it because of, Super Best Friends Play. And then I got, like, really into it because of, Max Landis's Wrestling Isn't Wrestling video. Which made me hop back on, like, you know what? This seems cool.
Vince is like a hole. Or do you mean a whale? He probably means whale. He's referring to that character from BoJack Horseman.
Okay. Really? Okay, seems like a pull, but alright.
We make it legal for billionaires.
It's legal for billionaires to commit murder now. It's like, oh, but it would have to sit. It's like,
Really,
it pass the House. It's like, yeah, but it has to pass the Senate. It really does. But the president could. You're right. That was my favorite joke of that season, honestly. It was so good.
Do you think they should do a Dark Side of the Ring episode on Teddy Hart? Let me look this up. Teddy
Hart? Like the patriarch of the Hart family? The way I said that, I'm thinking about him in Yakuza now. That would be great. Yo, okay, hear me out. Wait. Yakuza with wrestling families as the patriarchs. So you get like Rocky Maivia, patriarch of the Maivia dynasty.
I would love to see that, and Andre the Giant can be Mr. Shakedown. I need the money to get all the beer in the world, boss. No, but no, he's not talking about. I googled Teddy Hart. He's not the patriarch, because I believe Stu is still.
Stu Hart is who I was thinking of. Yeah, my bad. Okay, Teddy Hart's independent. All right. Okay, he's one of the younger ones.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay.
He's only...
Oh, my mistake. Yeah, I was thinking Stu Hart.
Oh my God, Stu Hart, man.
I love Stu Hart.
Dude, that Jim Ross story still makes me laugh, because Jim Ross could have almost shat himself one day. Because they were going to do a video package to build up a match between him and Shawn Michaels, but Bret Hart was late or whatever, and Stu Hart got bored, and he's like, "You want to come to the dungeon?" Because he has a very raspy voice. Yeah. And he was going to practice a submission hold on JR, and he's like, "Nah, with this particular move, most people will black out within a couple of minutes. And then soon afterwards, they're going to lose control of all their bowels. So they're going to piss and shit themselves. So if you feel like you're losing control, you need to give me the office." Which is a wrestling term for, hey, I'm going to press my hand to your arm, so please let go of the hold or I die.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was gonna fucking make JR shit himself, but thankfully Brett showed up at the last minute, and Jim's like, "Oh, thank God, because I don't want to do the rest of this with shit in my pants."
Yeah.
Man, I hope there are trainers like Stu Hart still roaming around like that.
Yeah. Always the bit. You need a crotchety old lunatic sometimes.
He may be crotchety, he may be a lunatic, but he knows what he's doing sometimes.
But he's a damn good cop. Oh, speaking of damn good cop, I should really play Disco Elysium. Everything I've heard about that game makes it sound amazing.
So apparently Carnage mentions Terry Hart because he has drug issues.
Who doesn't? I feel like he's probably not a big enough name.
That is true, because, let's see.
I looked him up. It looks like he's pretty indie.
Let's see, what was he known in WWE? Oh, apparently he wasn't there long because of attitude problems. See, here's the thing. It seems like they're blowing their load on season 3, which makes me think, what the hell are they gonna do for season 4 if they're gonna have one?
Honestly, sometimes it's better not to think about the future and just do the best you can for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want to hold you don't want to hold it forever and then not get a chance to do it. That's what drives me kind of crazy about like a lot of like there's certain manga that will just kind of peter out when the author has an idea of how to end it, and they just kind of keep meandering until it's like, oh well, I can't do it anymore. Or shows get canceled when because they instead of having a good finale, they decide to have a cliffhanger.
Is that Albert? Hold on. Yeah, that's Alberto Del Rio. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently this motherfucker has a reputation. I know.
Oh yeah, I've heard things about him.
Yeah, you could definitely do an episode of him because I know who Del Rio is.
Didn't he get like fired for like talking shit like on a video call or something, or like on a Snapchat?
I don't know, but he has
controversy about that.
He has some sexual assault charges on his ass.
Ugh. On a lighter note, I think my favorite like weird bit of wrestlers on social media was I don't remember who was all there, but there was Sheamus was like the star of it because they're going like, oh man, we're in the hotel and we're gonna watch WWE Divas. It's like, no, we're not watching that shit. We're already watching it. We're already watched an episode. We're gonna put on something that isn't shit. Thank you, Sheamus.
I still need to rewatch Higurashi. Anyways, one of the episodes of season 3 of Darkseid is becoming a warrior. That's probably the ultimate warrior episode, man.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think we both. You got like 3 episodes in. I finished the first arc, and then I stopped, and I really need to continue watching. It's just that it wasn't on like any streaming service I had, and I didn't feel like watching on like a janky site. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that now that I have a better computer and I can just like turn it on much faster.
Well, I don't know if those episodes are gonna premiere in Hulu, but I'm definitely gonna DVR them on my cable.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently Del Rio talked shit, got his ex-girlfriend addicted to drugs, and abused his wife, and his trial is starting tomorrow.
Jesus. Okay, yeah, don't do a document. Don't do anything on him yet. Wait until you get the results of the trial.
Oh, trust me. When they make season 4, they'll get the results.
Yeah. Sounds like it. It's kind of the weirdness of like making a documentary on something that's still ongoing, like how Matt just cranked out that Balan Wonderworld episode, which was a really good episode of what happened.
Oh yeah, it's a great episode, and I
am fascinated by Balan Wonderworld. I watched Austin Eruption's video on it, which I think is the definitive video on the game, because he 100%ed the game, spent like 65 hours on it, and read the novel.
Yeah, I watched most of that video except for the parts about the novel.
Okay, here's the weird thing. The novel has some really good ideas in it. I wish that it was in the game.
I believe you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that Matt talked about it on the What Happened, but the reason Balan Wonderworld's story is so jank and why the cutscenes are actually really good is because
Yuji Naka didn't want
Yuji Naka said, "Hey, we're gonna have a story told with no dialogue and no intrusions and no cutscenes." And Square Enix like, "We're really, really good at cutscenes. We're gonna put our in-house studio to make cutscenes," and the cutscenes are really good.
Yeah, they are.
The fact that here's what blows my mind. You have like 4 variants of each main character, and those variants copy into the full motion cutscenes.
That is pretty good attention to detail there.
Yeah, like they don't take an in-game model. They straight up they straight up like grab not FMV. What the fuck am I saying? When the pre-rendered cutscenes. It's wild. Square Enix is, despite my gripes with a lot of their games, like they do good cutscenes.
That is true.
Speaking of Square Enix stuff, I should really play Nier Replicant.
I still need to finish Trails of Cold Steel 4.
Yeah. Long RPGs, man.
And then play Persona 5 Royal, and then I don't even know what to do from there.
I need to play
I don't even know what to do from there. Should I fucking finish Sakura Wars, or should I play Ni no Kuni, the original game? I don't know.
I just remembered back when I lived with my roommates, he like binged through Ni no Kuni, and like every once in a while I would just come out, he's on the couch playing it. And of course he named like all of his like pets after like his friends. So the first one he got the Mighty or whatever it's called, that little little sword dude. I'm like, oh, I fucking hate that guy's design. So good, now his name's Jason. Fuck this. I do think it is kind of fun to name your game characters after people you know sometimes.
Apparently Konami's gonna skip E3 2021.
What? They're not making anything, so explain. So what the?
That is true.
All they can possibly do is show up on stage, going, "Hey, here's the leftover data we had for Silent Hills. We're gonna delete it live on stage. We're going to officially fire Hideo Kojima, because remember when it was news that he was working for Sony, but then Konami came out and said, "No, guys, he's still working for us. Believe us."
So apparently, Streets of Rage 4, Mr. X Nightmare DLC is gonna add Max Thunder as a playable character, so that's cool.
We said Mr. X Nightmare. I was thinking they were going to put Mr. X in the game.
Maybe it's called Mr. X Nightmare.
Good. I want to get punched in the head by Mr. X in Streets of Rage.
That being said, Max Thunder is going to be a playable character, which I'm hyped for because I like big grapplers. In fact, I forgot his name, but he's basically Jax in Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, speaking of which, I gotta watch that new Mortal Kombat movie. I heard it's awful.
I did too, which is why I never got an HBO Max subscription yet.
Log into mine.
By the way, shout outs to Pat Staresat for throwing shade at Jay Bowman for him saying that, oh, it's okay to admit that you hate a movie that you used to like back in the day, which Jay Bowman said about Paul W.S.'s Mortal Kombat back in 1995. Yeah, he said that in the Event Horizon review. But then Pat fucking bought back and said, I love that movie, and I am not pretending, Jay Bowman. That movie is great. And I'm like, I'm with you, Pat. You're not wrong in this situation. You are not wrong in this situation. Because that 90s Mortal Kombat film, Yeah, it didn't have the blood and gore, but keep in mind, because of the situation at the time, they couldn't make an R-rated film
Sure couldn't.
based off of an IP that everyone thought was exclusively towards kids, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Exclusively towards kids, and like had to go in front of Congress going, it's not for kids, people. And then Night Trap got dragged along, so the only reason that game's remembered.
Night Trap isn't even as violent as Mortal Kombat.
Night Trap isn't even good.
I respect Night Trap, which is why I have it. I have it on my Switch, dude.
There's some full motion video games I respect a lot more than Night Trap. I respect Harvester a lot more than Night Trap.
Harvester seems too gross and edgy for me.
Harvester kind of like is going somewhere with it though, because they have like a weird plot line about like being in a simulation, like trying to create a serial killer, and that's why it's so violent. And it's kind of using violence as a way to make a statement about the state of violent video games. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
well, actually,
but one of the endings is proving the Jack Thompson. There are two endings in that game, and one of them is proving Jack Thompson right.
But he got disbarred, so nothing can prove him right anymore. Fuck Jack Thompson.
No. I respect Night Trap more for all the shit it's put up with, and despite it being a dumb, cheesy FMV game, no, I think it deserves its place in the historian timeline. And the worst part is, some of the developers were asking some of these senators, did you actually play the game or see it? And they're like, I don't have to. It's garbage. I'm like, motherfucker, fuck you.
I don't know what a video game controller is. Okay, did you ever... No, I remember that happened at like the Facebook trials where you had like senators shaking their phone at the at Google representatives going like, I'm trying to remember how it was like, could you... It's like, I Googled my own name and it said I was an idiot. How did Google think that? It's like, it's based off people searching for, I don't care what you have to say. It's like, what?
Oh my god.
It was like this one, it was like, how can that... It's like, that one popped up with the other. How did it automatically pop up? It's like, it did not automatically pop up. Someone clearly searched for it. And it's like, I'm not going to listen to you.
Point is, if you have a Switch... and you go in the Switch store and see the sales, and you see Night Trap available for a very cheap amount, purchase it.
If you have a Switch, go on there and download every Shantae game.
That too, because here's the thing. I respect Night Trap for... Like I said, I still respect Night Trap for taking the blows it did. Because, yeah, it is a weird, dumb Tisha game. I mean, for fuck's sake. There's one scene where the two enemies, after the main character played by this famous celebrity whose name I'm forgetting about right now, talks to you, the two enemies of the game are like walking up to each other and high-fiving each other.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's a really good scene, dude. Yeah, I 100%ed that game. And I even... Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of bonus content in that game, too. So, yeah, I think
I've only seen the non-bonus content, then.
When I picked up the Anniversary Edition, it felt like picking up a classic DVD. You know, when DVDs used to be loaded with bonus features you give a shit about.
I loved how much special features, came on old DVDs. Remember the first edition of Blu-rays had like even more, like, oh shit, and then special features like stopped existing.
Yeah, that's why nobody buys anime on DVDs anymore, you idiots.
I would love if there was that drove me crazy. Like, I got the box set of Panty and Stocking. I'm like, there's so many special features you could have on this. I know a lot of stories about what went into the development of the show, and they're all hilarious.
My most prized treasure is the 6-volume collection set of Excel Saga.
Yep, that. Oh. I think I have the thin box edition, so it's probably missing a lot.
You don't understand. I bought this a week before Hurricane Katrina hit us.
Oh, there you go.
Here's the thing. I had a shitload of money in my pocket. I was willing to give them all that money. I was still short because taxes are a bitch. I told that woman on the counter, hey, hold on a second. And then I ran towards one of my friends who was having a cigarette break. It's like, please, give me at least $5. I want this collection so bad. And he's like, okay, whatever. And then I took the money, ran back, bought it, got that collection. And I told him, yeah, I splurged. He's like, why would you do that? It's like, oh,
Good show.
Well, that and I was in an anime collection phase at the time in my teens. It was so beautiful at the time. It was so good. Yeah. So, I watched the entire series, and then Hurricane Katrina hit, and I don't want to reenact that entire story, but there was some tension going on there. Not iPhones were not a thing at the time, but why did I bring up that story again?
We're talking about we're talking about special features on DVDs.
Okay. Each volume of Excel Saga's DVD were very unique in different ways. They had plenty of bonus features. The menus looked very, very different from one another. Like, for example, Excel Saga Volume 1 looked like the handheld that El Palazzo was playing on his handheld.
Oh, that is a good touch.
And episode 4. So you navigated through the menu there. Now, volume 2 was different. It was based off of the episode that was parodying aliens and shit like that. It's based off of the secret trap room that Excel and Hyatt were going through, which had
cool.
Which had various different Easter eggs, so you can actually accidentally trigger a hidden message or whatever. Anyways.
Yep, I remember I saw a lot of those hidden messages on YouTube, and I'm like, where did these come from?
So yeah, I was able to unlock the cheat code that unlocked all the hidden messages, including the Menchie commercials, which were funny as fuck. I think there's a YouTube clip on there, but
I guarantee that a lot of them made it to YouTube. That is why I'm a big fan of preserving media.
Now, Volume 3's DVD presented it like a game show because that's what Excel Saga Episode 13 was about.
Yeah.
And there was a mini game where you have to find the hidden urinal, which is like a weird shuffle game. And if you guess right, you can find the urinal, whatever. But if you guess wrong, there was a guy in the stall shitting himself, and it sounds like he's shitting magma. And it was the funniest thing to me. Live action footage.
Oh, hey, babe, shits violently.
No. He's like, whatever that sound is. Volume 4 was a little weird and different.
Weirder than that, okay.
I can't remember Volume 5's menu for some reason. But Volume 6 was definitely wild and crazy. Point is, there was personality added to these DVD menus, man. It made you want to buy them.
Yeah, because it's really cool. Yeah, you actually got extra features, and it was great. For whatever reason, the thing I remember, like, I forgot that early DVDs had games on them.
Oh my god. When my friend When I went over to my historian friend's house to watch all those fucking working designs documentaries on Lunar and Arc the Lad, we
Oh
discovered
wow.
that I believe one of the Lunar CDs had a mini game you can unlock, which is basically bricks, but with lunar images. It's like, okay, while the video's running, just press this on the PS1
Wait,
D-pad this many times. And was
like Arkanoid?
like what?
Like Arkanoid?
What's Arkanoid?
Oh, the like Breakout, where you have the paddle and you bounce it and you break like all the bricks above you.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. That game's got like 20 different names, I swear.
yeah, like crazy shit like that would happen.
That's man, I miss that kind of stuff so bad. That's one of the reasons I miss like Flash as well, because like Flash videos, like you could do some cool interactive stuff with them. Like I remember a lot of Flash videos had hidden stuff in them, like interactables, like hidden games.
Mm-hmm.
Never did get that extra animation from from the Perfect Kirby minigame collection. That like one like that Space Invaders clone that was hard as hell.
Like I said, with Lunar the Silver Story, there was apparently a hidden breakout game or whatever.
That's so cool.
In the behind the scenes documentary, no less. Yeah, crazy shit like that. Nowadays, if you bought a Blu-ray, you're lucky to have a trailer.
You're lucky. Oh god, I remember there was a I wonder what he's doing now. But did you ever watch Attack of the Show
Not really.
on G4? Okay. I remember that my favorite segment on Attack of the Show was DV Doomsday, where it was this guy named Chris Gore who was just a media aficionado, like loved all movies, and he would give like good movies awful reviews if their special features sucked. I was like, look at the back of this box. Special features, menu select, subtitles. Those are not special features.
Okay. Let me read the chat for a bit first. So you don't collect DVDs anymore? What? Not as much as I did back in the day, Luca.
Sometimes I like to have stuff on physical media, but yeah.
It used to be a fun hobby. That being said, Discotech Media really knocked it out of the park with their fucking Street Fighter the Animated Series collection. Not only did they advertise it with like the worst screen caps ever on purpose, like small DJ and all that shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot they had that on the box.
But if you actually go through the menu itself actually looks like the Street Fighter menu from the Super NES games. Like 16-bit and all. It's really fucking phenomenal.
The most recent like Blu-ray or DVD I bought was I got the Interspecies Reviewers Blu-ray because I wanted to support them. And it came with a figure that was only available through the Blu-ray. And I also got a bunch of animation cell stuff, which is cool.
Actually, those are pretty sweet.
I have a like actually it was like concept art and stuff, not animation cells. I do have an animation cell from damn it, what the Denki Guy, which was an anime about a bunch of people who worked at a doujin store. Really cute anime, actually, that nobody really talks about, but I have like 3 animation cells from it because nobody was buying it, and they're going like, hey, do you want to buy this? We'll give you a bunch of animation cells with it. Like, yeah, I do.
Wait, Denki Guy, is this an anime that came out in the 2010s?
Yeah, came out pretty recently. I want to say it was like 2017 or so.
Did this?
Limited.
Wait, I've seen a couple episodes. I didn't finish it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's very moe, but yeah, it came out in.
There was a scene where one of the guys was wearing a Speedo and he had a full bulge, and they did some fan service shit there in the anime.
I don't even remember that scene. The scene I always see people talking about was the what the hell? Was the waifu race.
Oh.
Where it's like, hey, we're gonna move on to the wife carry race, and everyone and all the girls like they're like basically audible Doki Doki because like the cute guy is of the it's a little like it's a little like out of the way I need to grab my waifu, and then they're all Doki. He grabs he grabs his favorite figure, and because everyone else in the race is also a huge nerd, they're all just carrying their figures with them. And then it ends when he gets distracted by somebody else's custom figure and he drops it, and then someone backs their custom car over his figure and tells him, it's like, you abandoned your seasonal waifu. More than one waifu will destroy your waifu. It's like, this show is great.
But yeah, going back to DVD collection, it used to be so much fucking fun. Cause when you pick up a DVD, you would get some special features. Even if it is just sketches, I still like watching it. And then you
even commentary tracks. I love commentaries.
Oh, dude, I still have my DVD collections of Slayers the Motion Picture and Slayers Premium, which have commentary tracks. Slayers Premium has a commentary track with Cynthia Martinez, who was the voice of Lena Inverse in the movie and OVA films.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Lena Inverse is a VTuber now.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Now, but she was alongside Crispin Freeman, the voice of Zelgadis, because they managed to get him back for Slayers Premium, because Slayers Premium uses the TV series cast instead of Naga the Serpent.
Yeah.
But they managed to get him aboard, and it was a great commentary because Crispin was actually trying to educate Cynthia about the original TV series. He's like, yeah, that's Zelgadis. That guy was a prick. He always burned pages of the Clare Bible and did things like that. It was a fun commentary track, and I'm glad they at least got Zelgadis as I wouldn't say original voice actor, but his... How would I say this? His apex, when you say Kevin Conroy is Batman, what would you describe it as?
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question, fuck nugget.
Oh, you cut out there. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I just heard when you say Kevin Conroy's Batman, and then you cut out.
Well, what would you describe it as?
I would generally describe Kevin Conroy's Batman as like generally confident and imposing, but has heart. He's not a crazy dude just screeching at people. Like he's intimidating, but he's still gentle.
But is he the ideal Batman?
I believe that Kevin Conroy is the ideal Batman.
Well, Crispin Freeman is the ideal Zelgadis.
The ideal what? Sorry?
Zelgadis.
Zelgadis?
That's the name of the character he portrays in the series.
Nice.
Sorry if I'm not paying attention to the chat. I am not looking at my monitor. I'm just standing around posing like a bitch.
I'm paying attention to the chat more or less.
You need to pay attention to the chat more because someone has to.
Okay, fine. Let's see. DVDs anymore.
But yeah, collecting DVDs back in the day used to be awesome.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember what movie it was, but there's like a legendary Kevin Smith commentary track. I think it was for Dogma, where Jason Mewes was going through like a severe drinking problem at the time, and he passed out mid-commentary track, and they just finished the commentary track by playing the Mallrats commentary track over it. It's like, wow, what a great job, guys.
That's amazing.
Ugh. Maybe I should watch that Jay and Silent Bob reboot or whatever the hell that was. It's probably horrible.
I heard it was horrible.
Like everything's Kevin Smith's made in like the past 10 years. 15 years at this point.
I'm gonna be honest. Clerks 2 is a perfect send off.
Clerks 2 is so good. I think about that movie way too much.
Yeah, people always say, well, it's not as good as the first one. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, you filthy porch monkey?
Different movies. Yeah, they're very different movies, but I think that Clerks 2 is infinitely more quotable, and again, it's more wacky, because Clerks 1 is very down to earth, and it's like meant to be a very relatable movie, but they just turned up the wackiness to 11 for Clerks 2. I think it kind of makes it a better movie, and yeah, in that regard.
No, I see that being pretty realistic by today's standards. But
What, Clerks 1?
No, Clerks 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, honestly, with the amount of bullshit everyone gets up to in this age.
I remember complaining to my friend Dead Crash a couple years ago about the position I'm in. He's like, well, I know people with master's degrees working at McDonald's. And I'm like,
yeah. I do kind of love that, a lot of fast food places are going crazy because nobody wants to work there because their pay is such shit, and everyone finally realized it. So, hey, the pandemic had something good happen. Now employers might start paying people what they're worth.
They're not.
They're not going to, but maybe there'll be a bit of a change.
I don't know.
I just like when rich people get upset. That's why I loved following the GameStop drama so much.
Same. As well as, who's the fucker that runs Activision right now? Apparently,
what the hell?
He lost some money recently.
Good, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him up the ass.
Fuck every single CEO except for Satoru Iwata. He was a good guy.
Salute.
Yep. Every story I heard about him, is so good. When the Wii U was underperforming, he had, basically everyone's telling him, you're gonna have to do layoffs. No, I'm cutting my own pay, so I don't have to lay anybody off. It's my fault anyway. What a fucking Chad.
I'm trying to hold back tears right now, man, because that's actually pretty beautiful.
He was a great guy. But, every story I heard about him, he believed in, he gave himself to keep Nintendo afloat.
And Nintendo is still afloat years after his passing.
Nintendo floated really high. The Switch was the last system he ever designed, and by God, that thing was a success.
Even after Reggie left and he passed the buck on to Bowser.
Yeah.
I'm not calling him by his full name. I'm just going to say Bowser.
Bobby Kotick. That's the dude. Bobby Kotick. That piece of shit.
Who? Oh, that's
Bobby Kotick, the Activision guy.
Oh, okay. But, yeah. Bowser's running things. He knows he doesn't have the stage presence as Reggie.
But who could?
That is true. Which is why he's focused is you know what? You guys love games. We're going to give you games. Here's a shitload of trailers. And that's all we wanted.
Yeah. You know what? I enjoy that. But I also really enjoyed the dumb sketches they would do all the time. When they were all... when Reggie, Iwata, and Miyamoto were all puppets. And that one JoJo fight.
Maybe Doug Bowser should just show up as literally Bowser VTuber style hologram. Be like,
yes!
Hello everyone, I am Bowser, the head of Nintendo of America.
Didn't Nintendo hire Mega 64 to make their in-between segments for 1E3?
I know they did a skit where Rocco was operating a Reggie robot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Reggie Fils-a-Mech.
So this headline pisses me off. So I'm looking at the PC Gamer. Activision CEO Bobby Kotick's pay has been halved. But even with the cut, Kotick will still be eligible for sizable bonuses.
Which
means...
Didn't Pat say his bonuses would also be cut?
Oh, good. They better. No, apparently, according to the PC Gamer article from 4 days ago, apparently he's still eligible for all of his bonuses.
You know, Blizzard used to be that guy.
Blizzard, you used to be cool.
I wasn't a PC gamer, but I had friends who were PC gamers, and
I played World of Warcraft early on. I I dumped a lot of time into that at my cousin's house. Never paid for it myself, but
you know, my Uncle Jim was an old man, but he loved the original Warcraft.
original Warcraft. Oh god,
The
man,
first
that
Warcraft, where it all began.
And now, like, the state of old Blizzard versus new Blizzard can easily be demonstrated with Warcraft 2 Reforged.
Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Warcraft 3 Reforged, my mistake.
Yeah.
But where they deleted the old one, and there was so many problems with the new one, and nobody wanted to play it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Man, fuck Activision Blizzard.
Worst part is Overwatch is actually a pretty fun game.
It was, and then they're just like every single update made it worse. Then Jeff Kaplan quit, so we don't even have anybody to meme on anymore. Did you ever see all those Jeff Kaplan edits where he's like explaining the balance patches and everyone just turned them into YouTube poops and shit posts?
I actually haven't been paying attention to it, but the thing is,
It was early. They were really funny.
Thing is, I played this game because a person who was trying to befriend me at the time gave it to me, and I wouldn't turn down a free game.
Yeah.
That person used to be Magus's co-host in the Backlog Battle podcast at the time I trusted. And the game was pretty fun, but the loot box shit was bullshit.
Yeah.
That being said,
Loot box shit early on.
no, it is bullshit early on.
Early on, really. I mean, I remember they did something kind of cool, like after a little bit, where it's like, hey, if you get a duplicate, it turns into currency that you can spend to just straight up buy like whatever like you want from the loot box. Which I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, except for the fact that it's only 2 pennies at a time.
Yeah, I remember it was more than that, depending on what you got or what duplicate.
No, it fucking wasn't.
Yeah, misremembering.
It was bullshit.
But yeah, that game. Oof.
Yeah.
All the potential, and man, poor what was that? No, Battleborn came out like alongside it, and when Blizzard's going like, no guys, stop jerking off to our characters, and they kept taking down all the Pornhub videos of it, and then meanwhile like the team behind Battleborn's like, hey guys, make porn of our characters, and no one cared.
Not only that, but wasn't the fucking Cyber Demon an event or some shit in that game?
Yeah, Cyber Demon was an event costume, I believe. Yeah, they had a few like event costumes. I know that like around Halloween they had a lot of those. Where it's like, oh, we're dressed up as characters from other Blizzard games.
A rule to developers: do not stop the horny.
Yes. If anything, be like Yoko Taro. Encourage the horny. Nurture the horny. Help it grow.
Which is what Capcom is probably doing with Resident Evil Village.
I have never seen a company double down that hard. Yoko Taro has his work cut out for him. Did you see that recent like headline where it's like Yoko Taro is having a difficult time explaining his new game to people, and that one like right hand man he has is going like, hey, what's the new game you're working on like? It's like, I can't explain it, it's really weird. Even Yoko is weirded out by his own creation.
Is it because she's too big and thick?
Wait, did you talk about Dimitrescu?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. I was talking about how...
Yeah, you're talking talking about Capcom. No, I was talking about the like Yoko Taro's working on a new game. He's having a hard time explaining and pitching to people, but because Nier Automata was such a success, there's delivering that dump truck full of money to his house.
Well, you must miss the earlier part, but yeah, you can't stop the horny.
You can't stop the horny. Like, no, I was just going off on a tangent because I love that Capcom is just showing her off in like everything they do. They have the standees. They go, "Hey, for you feet weirdos, here's how big her feet are."
What was that poem?
What?
That someone made yeah, there was a poem that someone made.
Is it the Mommy Milky's poem? Like what?
There was a poem, and I know Pat read it out loud.
I feel like I missed this. I usually listen to the podcast while playing Monster Hunter, so.
Man, this... God damn it. I can't find it. It's gonna be so difficult to find, but it was basically talking about how loud her ass cheeks would clap or some shit like that.
Gentle clapping, ass cheeks clapping by through my chamber door.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dummy thick and nothing more. Oh yeah, it's the Raven. Yeah. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah.
I can find that.
Please link that to me so I can read it because I am a talented voice actor. Or, no, more of an amateur voice actor, but I'm going to read it.
Yeah, let's see here. Alright, once.
Sorry, Alice, but I'm not interested in Genshin Impact.
Yeah, I like the porn, but apparently there was an update in Genshin Impact that made a character's tits smaller, which how dare?
I have the opposite feeling. They don't have anyone I want to jerk off to.
Oh, fuck.
So just how big are you?
Yep. Oh, what the hell? Come on. Why is this? There's so many variants of this.
I know Al posted on Facebook with Edgar Allan Poe's.
Okay, this looks like the one. Okay.
All right, PM me that shit on Discord. Discord.
Yep, Discord. Gotcha. Okay, I did find a variant. There was an extended version, but it ended with the I'm the Loch Ness Monster. I need Tree Fitty.
All right, here we go, guys. Here's some Shakespearean acting right here. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a clapping, as of ass cheeks gently clapping at my chamber door. "'Tis a visitor," I muttered, "dummy thick, and nothing more." I welcome all kinds of criticism, whether it be constructive or not. What do you guys think?
I answer sweet young Lenore, her ass cheeks clapped as I adore. I mind her mind I knew not, nor the price to score. I asked her thrice, as she came full bore, breaking down my chamber door, dummy thick and nothing more. I'd price you, wench, you silly whore. Oh god, there's so many dumb extended versions of this.
Granted, it's a little more amateurish, but I could definitely do this to the max professionalism as possible.
Oh yeah. I feel like I could do it pretty good if I wasn't live and could have to do a few takes.
Speaking of things, god damn it, I wish Genshin Impact would actually... Not Genshin Impact. I wish Plus Size Elf would actually have an anime adaptation.
God, that'd be a good anime.
Oh, it would totally...
Physics.
It would totally piss people off, but it would make me horny.
Good. The best kind.
Yeah, chubby.
Your anger only makes my dick harder.
Chubby French fry. Oh, trust me, if there was a blowback like what was the name of that high school girl again? Suzaki? Was this
Uzaki.
Uzaki-chan?
She's in college too. That makes it even dumber.
Yeah, Uzaki-chan.
Yeah.
If Ilfuda or any of those characters get bullied on that same way, I would definitely defend them.
Yeah.
I would make a video and I would fucking...
Just that will be your version of that Sonic kid going, "Your fantasies will never be quenched. When will you learn that your actions have consequences?" Just you going on an angry rant at all the haters for the thick elves.
Well, Donna replied to my fucking poem. He said, "That is a poem." That's really all I can say. Well,
no, that is no. You don't understand. Yeah, Skitty. That is the poem. After he read that, all other forms of art were deemed obsolete.
I didn't write that poem. I just read it.
Yeah.
So I was going for my performance there.
Yes. Oh man, I hope James Earl Jones has a cameo. I would pay him to read that.
Speaking of cameo, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to do this, but my birthday is in like 8 days.
Oh.
I really want a cameo from Cornette, but I need to double check to make sure he can do it.
Wait, from who?
Jim Cornette.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if his is still open. I know he like opened it for a bit.
Yeah, if you listen to his podcast, he open closes a bit because his fan base is growing so huge. Women mocked me for my punishment, so I started a slave train company. Oh!
All right, then.
That's awful. I hate slavery. I'm from the South.
Hot take, slavery is bad.
That's pretty much how I feel.
I said that to my tabletop group, and they apparently I never made that joke where I say hot take followed by something everyone agrees with, and they actually like stopped and questioned me like, why is that a hot take though? It's that it's like that one thing where it's just going. It's like, that's it. I've stayed silent long enough. The truth must be heard. I think war is a bad thing. It's something I love about just building up, like, what are you going to say? Is it going to rock the foundations of this entire series? And it's the fucking idiot going, people die if they are killed.
I'm still looking for a clip on how they handled it back in Genion when they dubbed it in English.
Oh. What they do?
Yeah, trust me. I'm going to find that clip and see if they actually said people die if they are killed or whatever variant they have. Yeah.
Good. At least it's accurate.
You know, guys, I actually downloaded something today.
Do tell.
You were the one that linked me to this. A popular Matmic Muscles.
Yeah, that's all Matt, folks.
Streamed this game. And it's a fan-made game called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rescue Palooza.
That title is not a lie.
No, it's not.
want to see him do a full playthrough of that game.
So yeah, I found the website and decided to download the game myself.
How much did you play?
None of it. I was gonna do it right now. Anyways.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Anyways, where's your link? Oh, okay. The Edgar Allan Poe.
They're going home. So is this gonna turn into a Weeb in gaming because we're gonna play that Ninja Turtles game?
Well, I don't know if we can play it online. I think it's local only. I assume.
Well, no. I meant just watching you play for the most part.
Oh, okay. Anyways, let's see.
You could probably set up something through through a Periscope or whatever that service is, but I know neither of us have that, nor have messed with it.
Oh shit! Hang on. Ooh.
Oh no.
It auto full screened.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. I need to fucking change that shit for sure. Just in case.
Don't you have a second monitor?
Pizza time!
No, but I wish I did.
I need to set up my second monitor. I don't even have a second HDMI cable to set it up. I'm gonna buy that right now. Actually, I need to buy a new USB-C anyway.
You kidding me?
What?
That's how small the screen's gonna look. Windowed?
Oh no.
It's so fucking tiny.
How dare? Should be an option to increase it or change resolution.
Alright, there we go. Hang on. Let me fix it a bit. Up. Alright, fine. I'll deal with this for now. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm just checking the...
Yep, just trying to get that running. But, should I tell them what it is, or you want it to be a surprise?
Alright, there we go. Capture specific windows. Let's see if we... Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Come on, Bob Saget. Yeah, I don't see it capture anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the cables I need right now. So I definitely need those. Oof.
Come on.
I believe in you. Ugh, I've been buying too much dumb shit lately. Oh boy, my mortgage kicks in tomorrow.
Oh boy, buddy.
I think they might have. I think my mortgage went up this month for some reason. Hope I'm mistaken. Oh my god, I'm going through my recommendations right now. It's all Monster Girl manga.
Of course it is.
And Uzaki-chan, oh neat. That one's being recommended. Ooh. Well, it's a Mitsuzune figure. That's kind of cool. Books you may like is just Dungeons and Dragons modules. Ugh. Yeah, 1 second, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute.
Damn it. Seems I can't fucking have this game function on OBS for some reason. Sorry about that, guys. Well, that sucks. Shit on dick, dude. And I needed to pee too, so. Have you ever put... No, I haven't played Genshin Impact. Like I said, there isn't a waifu that panders to my preference, so until they make that, maybe I will download the game for free to hunt for her. But what is your preference, Alice might be thinking? Well, have you ever played the game Wild Guns Reloaded? Go through the character select screen until you find a woman by the name of Doris. And there you go. God damn it, this fucking blows. I want to play some TMNT.
Yeah, Rescue Palooza. Yeah, but so the big gimmick of the game is that every time you beat a level, you rescue some people. And so every level unlocks you like at least 3 characters.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all playable. And it is like every character from TMNT canon, including the ones you forgot existed. Or ones who should not have movesets.
Pizza time!
Yep, you probably heard that. Yep, there's
Well,
music.
Oh, what's up?
Music's playing in the background. Hang on a second.
Oh, okay, weird.
Capture this fucking window or I will kill you and everyone close to you.
Yeah. Hate when that happens. Hate when I get killed and everyone close to me also dies. Damn AoEs. Yeah, if I know my preference, I tend to like... I tend to like muscles a lot more. And I also like the y-axis stretched out a lot. I'm a big fan of height. There's this one comic I absolutely love where it's these it's this girl asking a guy. It's like, what kind of women do you like? Big. It's like mature, no, big, and like behind him it says like 10 meters tall. Which not a fan of that big because that doesn't exist, but.
Yeah, well, it seems I can't get it to work. So.
Lame. That's unfortunate.
Where are the news is there spread around?
Oh, really depressing story of the Toys for Bob thing.
Toys for Bob?
Yeah, Toys for Bob is the company that made the Crash and Spyro remakes.
Yeah, what about them?
They got officially merged into the Call of Duty development team, and now that's going to be what they do from now on.
Roll my eyes.
Yeah, everybody was furious about that one. They should be.
I think I remotely heard about that from from the Super Beast cast.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom.
Right.
Should I play some music or can you entertain the chat?
Oh, I can entertain the chat, definitely. Yeah. Actually, I'll wait. Actually, I think I really want to talk about when you get back is Woolie's big fuck up on his stream.
All right. Well, anyways, dance for me, monkey. Dance.
Okay. Oh God. So yeah, basically my week was spent mostly working. I was busy I was busy like all this week, busy every day of this weekend. They only did they only did the Spyro remakes. Okay. I thought they were related to Crash as well. My mistake. But we were disappointed with the how were the Spyro remakes? Was those like as beloved as the Crash remakes? Because I didn't play either of them, but I know a lot. I saw a lot more people talking about the Crash one. I know Snuffy, the VTuber, was playing Spyro a lot, and that was an interesting one because I think when she started, she was still speaking in her like high pitched cutesy voice, and then abandoned it. Which thank God, I like her normal voice a lot more. I have enjoyed that lately. I see like a lot of VTubers they're still playing characters more or less, but a lot of them are using like more normal voices and trying not to sound like, oh, whoa, no, I'm so cute, though. I can't do a cute anime girl voice, but yeah, I'm a big fan of the natural inflection a lot more. Some exceptions though. Iron Mouse has I think her voice is naturally high pitched though because she generally seems way too comfortable speaking like that. And I guess she is like really petite in real life too, so I can imagine she has a pretty squeaky voice. Especially being that I was like Spyro remakes. Oh wow, okay. Nice, yeah. I might have to play those. I remember I played I never played much Crash when I was a kid, but I played quite a bit of the first Spyro game when I was younger. My dad did have a PlayStation at his work, so whenever he had to take me to work, like when I was a little kid, like during summer vacation, I played a lot of PlayStation. I had Nintendo at home, but PlayStation was at his shop. I don't think I had a memory card. I just had to start the game over every time I played. Mostly just played the demo discs, but I did play a lot of Twisted Metal. The games I had, Twisted Metal, Jersey Devil, and the first Spyro. Which I really liked I have a weird nostalgia for Jersey Devil, even though the game's not that great, but man, I played so much Twisted Metal when I was a kid. That game was hype. Shame that it couldn't really be good with all the reboots. What's the really bad Spyro game? Is that Year of the Dragonfly? That was the one that had like a really troubled development cycle and got rushed out, I think. And I think you can bug the game out so bad you can beat it in like 10 minutes. Which, that said, my favorite speedrun of any game is the Sonic 06 one, where the guy found out that if you beat the first level, then jump into kill yourself in the water in the hub zone, then choose restart level at the right time, it just cuts you to credits, and you technically beat Yeah, you technically beat the game. Yeah, I kind of yeah. If I didn't really want to talk about that, but Iron Mouse does have an immune deficiency illness, and that's actually the reason she can stream so much. Hey, Oni. Yeah, but that's I did make the mistake of falling deep into the VTuber board on 4chan where they hate everybody, and it's kind of great. But the one person they refuse to talk shit about is Iron Mouse because everyone just really likes her. Like every time somebody actually goes too far, makes a joke about her illness, people will get legitimately mad. Where they'll talk shit about everyone else like all the time. Ooh, beef curry. That sounds kind of good. I have eaten nothing today but leftover hibachi, which was delicious. I had my mom just got over COVID, so to celebrate, we went out to her favorite hibachi place, and I got swordfish and shrimp with noodles, vegetables, fried rice, and the I don't know what the hell it is technically, but they always call it yum yum sauce. I'm gonna see what that actually is, because that stuff is amazing. Get that a lot of Chinese and Japanese places. Yum yum sauce. That is. Yep. Oh, that's pretty simple. Mayonnaise, ketchup, vinegar, garlic, sugar, paprika, and water. Wow, it's pretty simple. At least according to this website. They probably have a bunch of other variants of it. Man, no wonder it's good. It's just every good sauce combined, and then they put sugar in it. Who'da thunk it? Always a fan of that and sweet and sour. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so how'd your curry turn out? Yeah, Oni. Yeah, in the meantime, I'll just rant about stuff. I really got to make another video. I downloaded new editing software. I have a new computer. yeah, you're right. Hibachi is amazing. Expensive as hell, but I wasn't paying, so woohoo. That's why I justified buying a bunch of stupid shit this weekend. Oh boy, spend money on gacha. Oh, and then go immediately to just download a bunch of games. After this, I'm gonna probably just play more Monster Hunter. My friend invited me on. I'm like rank 50. No, I'm rank 62. I might just get to 69, just stop playing. For his goal. Like, nope, I beat the game. This is my victory on Monster Hunter. But I guess the Hunter rank maxes out at 99 now, so I'm wondering which of my who the first lunatic in my friends group is going to be the one to hit 99. I think I'm getting a lot more mileage out of Monster Hunter than a few of my friends are, because I mess around with like every weapon. So when I dick around with one, did it get sent? Oh, what'd you send, Different? Was it on the Discord or? No, didn't get anything there. But yeah, I tend to. Oh, okay. You can glitch the game out on Power Superman 64. Oh my god, that's extra bad. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, I like to mess around with the weapons. I like to just go like, you know what? I don't have any ice weapons. Might as well make that. I went from. My main weapon is the longsword, and I think my favorite conversation I had with my friends when we were playing, where it's all on Discord, goes, hey, who's the most obnoxious weapon group? Yeah, weapon users in Monster Hunter. I immediately just say, oh, longsword. Yeah, I'm using it. I know what I am. I'm a trash weeb. Ooh, tomato and potatoes, and it turned out good. And some honey. Ooh, that sounds really good. I've never had good. I've never really had like good ramen. I think every time I go to a no, not ramen. Fuck. Curry. Yeah, my bad. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I've never really had good curry. Every time I go to a place that has that has curry, I always order something else. I should really order some curry sometime. But if I go to a place, they probably make it spicy, and I'm a weak little bitch. So I can't really handle spicy things very well. Or I guess certain kinds of spices. I can handle Jamaican spices are kind of sweeter, so I can handle those a lot better than I can Asian spices. And especially like hot peppers. Yeah, those linger on my tongue for way too long, and then water just makes them burn more for some reason. One of those people who's the second they eat even a jalapeno, I'm like, ice cream.
Alright, I'm back. I hope I wasn't too long.
Oh no! I was ranting about a variety of stuff. Yeah, we were talking about Spyro game. How Year of the Dragonfly is the awful one that you can glitch out worse than Superman 64
Well, I wasn't a Spyro
par.
fan, so
I played a lot of Spyro 1. I never got that far because I was a dumb kid, but like I enjoyed it a lot.
well, when I was a dumb kid, my attention was more focused on Jack 2 and Jack 3 and Jack X. Those games
See,
are so
I
fucking
got a
good.
PlayStation 2 kind of late, so I never played any of the Jacks.
But that sound the PS2 makes when you boot it up.
Oh, that's a great. No, I had a PS2, but it was late in its lifespan, so I mostly just played. I played Okami, Shadow of the Colossus, Persona 4. What else did I have? Guitar Hero, obviously, on PS2. I played that a lot.
That being said, man, that sound is so orgasmic. Makes you excited after you.
A lot of people like got scared as kids from the boot up sound for the PlayStation.
Not me. I was excited.
Yeah, no, I never had a problem. Actually, have you ever listened to the I know the Xbox would play weird fucking noises if you left it on the home screen too long, the original Xbox.
Yeah, I heard some of those, but
Yeah, those are creepy. There's
but
something really unsettling about the Xbox's startup screen. I don't know what it was. Just felt like you were in like you know what? The concept of aliens, alien abduction, and like UFOs really freaked me out when I was younger. So that's probably what it was. Because it felt like the Xbox like boot up felt like you were on a UFO.
yeah.
Oh yeah, but did you follow Pat just losing his shit over like the stuff Wooly was pulling?
The
The raid stuff.
yeah, I saw that in his video spoilers, but the point is, I just want to make this fucking sound right here.
I don't hear it. Oh wait.
You're not gonna.
All right then.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it would be in the stream. Oh yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good old nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
As
Specs would say it.
I don't know what it is, but that Police Knots theme that plays at the start of Metal Gear Solid 1 is so damn good.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, it's so.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, oh, I love it. I'm gonna listen to it too. Holy shit, it's good. In the dark, that was.
There we go.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Police Knots is a fascinating game. Oh man, the comment section on the video I brought up for the yeah, for that. Yeah, it's like back when Konami was still a valuable video game company. That was a comment from 5 years ago. That blows my mind that Konami has been shit for 5 years.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it right there.
It's so good.
Oh, you want to hear the PS? You want to hear the PS1 sound? I'm gonna pull that
PS1
up.
sound rules.
AKA, what you do to your girl when you make her orgasm. So like I said, if I fuck a woman, if I don't hear that sound, we're done. Here we go. Yeah.
You know what? I just realized the Nintendo 64 sucks. There's no startup.
You know what's really funny? When I was a kid.
It's cartridge based, so yeah.
When I was a kid, I think it was Christmas of '96. I was big excited because I got the N64, but we didn't have a VHS in the room we would usually, in the game room, which is where we put all the video games and the undesirable shit according to our parents in our room. And we didn't have a VHS or whatever, so the hookups were all wrong, so...
Oh no, yeah. You just had to match the colors.
It's like, I want you... It's like, they say they plug it to the yellow area. Which yellow one? The yellow one! There's like 2 of them dead! That was an
I get it. Because of the AV1 and AV2.
Yeah, that was the argument between my brother and my dad at the time. And I was sad.
Oh, man. I played Glover.
I did too, but that's another story for another time.
That's a story for another day. And we're gonna J.J. Abrams it and never tell that story.
So, I wasn't able to play any N64 games that day. The following day, we were looking for an adapter so we can... I don't know if people know this, but we needed like a cable adapter or some shit. And we traveled from store to store to store to the point where I was willing to give up. I just want to go home. And my fucking autistic brother was really, really upset at the time, but we managed to stop by at a Radio Shack and they had one available, and we managed to grab one, and then we head home. We were hooking it up. Here's the funny part of the story.
Okay.
We hook it up. The first game we test was Killer Instinct Gold.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. A game I didn't even expect to get as a gift, by the way. That was unexpected. So I'm assuming Babbage's at the time was doing a sale or whatever. And my dad was like, give him this game. I'm pretty sure he'll like it. Spoiler alert. I did.
Yeah.
And, and when we hooked everything up and tested out with Killer Instinct, my brother turned the switch on the N64 on. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with classic glitches, but are you familiar with the one that where the screen would kind of bright up a bit and then flash and then it would repeat the cycle? It's like it's resetting itself.
Yeah, we usually when like the cartridge wasn't in all the way and you had to like take it out, pop it back in.
Yeah. Well, when my brother turned on the N64, it was doing that for a second, and then my brother looked at a black screen, and then he turns to me. He turns to me and goes, and he's about to apologize. He's like, and then that's when the 3D N64 logo appears on the screen, and he turns around and goes, And then we got the machine. It was the funniest thing to me in hindsight, dude.
Just go. Oh nope, there it is.
He's like, okay. I think we got everything set up, and I'm really sorry, Bill.
I imagine you're all high fiving and get hyped.
Oh, we were so fucking hyped, dude. The N64. Man, kids don't even know.
No. You know, the only way you can experience how excited we were about the N64 is to watch the N64 kid.
Who's N64 kid?
You don't remember that meme? The kid who won Rap Sack Christmas? Nintendo 64! Oh my god! Have you never seen that meme?
Oh, I did see that meme. Here's the thing.
Oh, okay.
And I did see this footage before. I am second place to that kid, dude. Because at the time, I was excited. I was like, I looked at the Toys R Us magazine. I was like, Dad, this looks cool. I want a Nintendo 64. Give me Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Yeah. Give me Mortal Kombat Trilogy, because I was an MK mark at the time. And give me Pilot Wing 64, because it was the only thing available at the time.
Yeah.
Granted, he gave me all that plus Killer Instinct, which was a better game than MK Trilogy. At least the N64.
It sure was.
At least the N64 port, because I believe the N64 port didn't even have Kentaro Goro.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. Hey, my main was Glacius. I thought Glacius was the coolest shit ever.
Glacius is the coolest shit ever.
Yep. That was the first character I played when I played the new Killer Instinct.
Ugh.
Oh, you don't like the new Killer Instinct?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the most recent Killer Instinct is fucking fantastic. I just wish it would run better on my fucking laptop.
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't being held hostage by Microsoft. Who refused to release it on PC until the game was like almost finished. Actually, it was completely finished.
Well, it's on Steam right now, but I don't know if that's the best version to get.
I don't think it is. I think generally there's not a lot of people playing it. I would like to see it get a resurgence, but
I do too, because that game, I did play a good chunk of that game, and that game was a hell of a lot of fucking fun.
I feel dumb that I missed the daily reset day for Dark Souls. That would have been really fun.
Doom 64? Man, I would like to play Brutal Doom 64.
No, Brutal Chex Quest is where it's at. It blows my mind that works!
Dude, I did play Chex Quest when I was a kid at the time.
I played so much Chex Quest when I was a kid.
Yeah, when I was a kid. At the same time, I played Doom, so I was able to catch on with the parallels.
Yeah. I didn't know Doom made, I didn't know much about Doom, but my cousin wouldn't stop talking about Quake, so I knew Quake before I knew Doom.
Huh. Didn't play.
He did play Doom 64, but I wasn't allowed to watch him play. Oh, GoldenEye 64, yeah, those are some good times. No. So, for those who don't know, Chex Quest was a family-friendly first-person shooter that came with Chex cereal, like free in the box, and you would play it on your PC, and it was actually a mod of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And AVGN found out that if you install the Brutal Doom mod that adds like extra blood and gore effects to Chex Quest, it works, and it just adds a bunch of blood and gore to Chex Quest. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can download the remake of Chex Quest on Steam.
Damn, really?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming if you have to pay. I doubt you have to pay for it. It's probably freeware or something. I think it was a fan game. But yeah, I think there was a fan made sequel.
That being said, I do want to get my hands on that fucking copy of GoldenEye 64 HD remake that was originally planned.
Fuck it. I'm downloading this game. It's free. Chex Quest HD.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me boot up my Steam account too. Hang on a second.
I was thinking the first game I want to stream would be like Dark Souls or something. I might just stream Chex Quest.
I'm from Chick Squadron, and I'll volunteer.
Yup. Oh, man.
I can't believe I have memories of that event from my childhood.
You know what? I think my PC was so shit I couldn't load the full motion video. Or the cutscenes.
Before we got Windows 95, it took like a whole minute to load up the vanilla Doom, dude. And then
now Doom runs on everything.
And then we got Windows 95, which loaded a bit faster, but...
First computer was Windows 95.
Hey, Marin, how's it going?
Okay, I did not know about the. Al just shared a meme that was like the editors at Peacock when they get to Royal Rumble 2000 see a topless Mae Young. I didn't know about this.
Me neither, and I want to puke.
That's what the image is. It's a dude puking.
Oh, he's gonna puke. God damn it. I hate this fucking NBC Peacock deal so much. Like, the network was actually great. I could watch old school wrestling from the territory days before I was born. And then see what Cornette was talking about and go, oh, yeah, this is actually entertaining. This actually is getting me emotionally motivated. They find a way to ruin wrestling for me. Whether it be me enjoying it ironically, unironically, or whatever the fuck. Is DSMT from Magus's Discord? I don't even know who DSMT is.
I don't know.
No, he says I'm DSMT from
right?
He says I'm DSMT from Magus's Discord. Okay. That being said, I still don't know who the hell you are.
It said, hey DSMT, welcome to the stream.
Granted, you are still on the Discord because I'm the good cop. DSMT. Oh, okay, there he is. I found him.
All right.
He's offline on Discord.
Oh, damn it! You know what I just realized? I'm just thinking about this. I guess I think it's mostly going to be a Michigan thing or like a Midwestern thing, but the cicada broods.
Are you telling me those cicadas are going to cry?
Yup.
On
this, but he was talking about cicada broods, how because cicadas they have like a big mating season, and then they pupate for 7 years. So about every 7 years or so, there's a massive brood of cicadas that happen. And right now, Michigan and most of the Midwest is due for a really huge cicada brood this summer. So I'm going to be living in Higurashi, and I can't wait to just watch Higurashi while actual cicadas are just screaming outside.
To get my happiness, I have done everything. Motherfucker, you don't know the rest of that song?
No, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You never... How much of Higurashi have you watched?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were singing. I watched all of it.
The ending credits song?
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's what you were singing. I wasn't sure. It sounded like you were singing in English.
Well, they did sing it in English. Or English. To get my happiness, I have done everything.
Was that another one of the animes I watched on that jank site that cut out the endings and openings?
Oh,
it might have been because.
Oh, that's a terrible website to go to.
Yeah, no, back when I was first getting into anime, there was a particular moment where where like copyrights were like cracking down on stuff, and the website I used, animefreak.tv, cut out the openings and endings to a lot of them so they wouldn't get copyright flagged as much. And I remember that Bakemonogatari and Toradora were the two anime I distinctly remember missing not seeing the openings and endings to. But I did watch Higurashi around that time too, so I think I might have missed the intros and outros to that one as well. So yeah, I watched Bakemonogatari without Renee circulation.
All right, to answer Marin's comment. I think Barnes & Noble still sell Gundam kits or Gunpla kits. As for what I purchased recently, nothing, but a friend of mine has a kit that he's willing to give me for $60. And I think it's a crossbow metal kit. Thing is, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just talk to him about it, and then I'll just send him the money. He can mail it to me. What? The model kits I would start out with are the SD Gundams because they're the easiest to work with. They're very simplistic. You don't even need the tools because some of them I was able to just push out with my hands. And it took me about an hour's time to fucking complete those kits. Those are the easiest ones, SD Samarin. And yeah, Barnes & Noble sells Gunpla kits, which is pretty cool, but I don't have it.
I like Gunpla. They're neat.
Yeah. Sell them titties.
Wait, what? No, that's OnlyFans, not Gunpla.
Unless you're a fucking Noble Gundam.
I don't know about Noble Gundams. My knowledge of Gundam is that Burning Finger speech, Char, I Came to Laugh at You, and Camille being a whiny bitch.
Noble Gundam is the Gundam in the Japanese schoolgirl sailor suit outfit.
That sounds awesome.
Google it. You never seen it? It's from G Gundam.
I just didn't know the name.
Well, it's weird because her name is spelled like Nobel, as in you earned a Nobel Peace Prize.
I've never seen this.
Well, this is gonna blow your mind because I have.
Oh, it's just Sailor Moon.
Pretty much. No. Fuck you.
The middle hair is killing me. The middle hair. What purpose does it serve?
No. A real intellectual would said Sailor V. Because she even has a lipstick plasma whip attack or something.
Okay, see, I don't see that in any of the images. So. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I see Sailor Venus a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a few variants I see that look like it has pigtails, so that's what threw me off. But it seems mostly to have long, straight hair. Long, straight metal hair.
We make a Gundam, but we pander to the horny.
Yes. Speaking of mechs with horny, I should probably watch Darling and the Franks and suffer through that shit.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay, fine.
I heard it's terrible. Don't bother.
Yeah, but I kind of want. I heard it. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I need to watch every Trigger show. I need to watch the Dinosaur. Been saying that for weeks.
I heard rumors about WWE working with MLW, but those are just rumors. And it doesn't sound like WWE would work with fucking someone like ML fucking W.
I really hope that Dwayne Johnson does well with the XFL.
I do too. That being said, if they do work with, if WWE does work well with MLW, you know what that means? That means Jacob fucking Fatu would be pushed to the moon. One of the exiled Samoan, as I like to call him. He's part of the Samoan family with Asuka, Sika, Yokozuna, The Rock, etc., etc. But apparently he has a rap sheet or something, so people don't want to fucking put him into the main show. You know what? Let me look up Jacob Fatu's rap sheet.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as he didn't dilly, as long as he didn't dilly minors, I'm cool with that.
What's he part of the Headhunters or something, or the Head Shrinkers?
No, that might be. Hold on. You might be thinking of one of the Wild Samoans, Asuka or Sika.
I might be. Is the NFL even happening right now? Like, whatever. I don't follow sports. I think my favorite, one of my favorite Pat quotes ever was, "Sports don't matter." You know how I know that sports don't matter? Because it's like, because the pandemic is going on and all the sports got canceled, but wrestling is still going on, and wrestling sure doesn't matter.
Wrestling matters to me, goddammit.
Oh, no, it's not important, but it's great. That's just the whole thing. Like, wrestling's still happening. NFL are just a bunch of little bitches. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, the like I said, the Samoan dynasty.
Well, from what I'm reading, he still successfully holds the MLW title since 2019, so who knows if they're doing a cross promotion event with MLW. Like I said, it's weird considering that WWE is a fucking selfish ass empire.
Yeah. Oh, what am I saying? Yeah, Rocky Johnson is the patriarch of the Great Samoans. Okay, I said Rocky Maivia earlier. Yeah, Peter Maivia.
Well, no, Pierre Maivia is
the patriarch. I'm reading names badly while I'm bad at this. Yeah, okay, Rocky Johnson.
No. Rocky Johnson might be Dwayne's dad.
Yeah.
He is not the patriarch.
He's not.
No, he was Dwayne's dad, but he's not Samoan. He's a fucking black guy.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Whoops.
No. The patriarch was Peter Maivia.
Okay.
Or maybe someone before him. But it was definitely not Rocky.
Oh, okay, Rocky Johnson, later dubbed Rocky Maivia. Okay, I'm just being stupid because it's so confusing to Google the names. Like, I didn't think it sounded right, and then I'm like, oh wait, okay, no, that is him. Never mind. That's what I was thinking of, but I was wrong. I didn't realize he wasn't Samoan.
All right. Anyways, Samarin says WWE and AEW destroy NBA in the ratings. There were people making videos talking about how downhill the NBA is falling. Really?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that LeBron James isn't Michael Jordan?
Shit. So we're good. So that means the next Space Jam movie is gonna have John Cena.
to be fair,
I would watch that. Actually, I would love Looney Tunes wrestling.
well, to be fair, the previous Space Jam movie had Bill Murray in it.
It did.
Did
I know you're not a fan of Super Eye Patch Wolf, but he made the most elaborate shitpost of the original Space Jam 2, where he was saying he was saying it had to be sealed away because Michael Jordan's ego couldn't be quenched, and he declared the movie was going to be 4-dimensional, meaning that he would personally hide under the floorboards of every viewing and hurl basketballs at the crowd.
Thing is, I watched that movie halfway until I realized it was shitpost, and then I turned it off.
Okay.
Like, God fucking damn it all, the tits, dude. What the fuck is the matter with you?
I loved how hard it went off the rails, especially the moment where I'm like, wait a minute, something's the moment where it was like early on I'm like something's up here, and then like the second it's like the director of Space Jam 2, and it was just Michael Jordan edited to have glasses. I'm like, okay.
WWE partnerships only end in bad ratings or bad end. Thing is, I heard that TNT picked up NHL, which would fuck up AEW hard. I forgot to link you and Al this, but apparently, here's the thing. AEW and NXT were competing on Wednesdays, but NXT had to step down because they thought NHL was going to be in their time slot at the time, right?
Yeah.
But it turns out NBC stepped down from the bidding, so TNT picked it up, which means they might take over AEW's spot.
God.
Reversal, as Jim Cornette would say.
Counterbreaker! Counterbreaker!
Counterbreaker!
You know what? I did kind of like it's a stupid joke, but like every single president being like a similar looking white guy, and it's like 43 hit combo. Obama comes, counterbreaker. Then Trump, counterbreaker. Yeah, you combo breaker. And then Trump, counterbreaker. And then Biden comes in, shadow counter. But oh yeah, speaking of rating thing, I'm not sure if we even talked about it last week, but holy shit, what was going on with the Oscars?
Fuck them. I don't care about reward shows anymore.
So here's where it gets interesting. Ever since the guy from Hazelight, what the
I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the chat because Carnage, Ifrit, and Melody are trying to say some shit.
Okay.
That being said, to quote Josef Fares,
that's what I was wanting to say.
The creator of A Way Out, which, despite my criticism with the game, it's still a real. Oh, I had criticism of the writing. That being said, it's still a good game, and I recommend it to people. And I heard It Takes Two is really good.
I'm watching a playthrough of that, and that game looks amazing. Like, my one friend said, like, hey, I want to get his name, I want to play with me. I'm like, I will gladly go through a wacky magical divorce with you.
Okay. I need to see Gura and Watson play that game.
They will probably play it after Calliope and I forgot Kiara's name for a second ago. Almost called her Kusatori.
Dog.
Yeah.
That's her Laceville.
Dog. Oh.
She's not gonna admit
Kiara.
She's not gonna admit what she really is. A chicken.
Burb.
Anyways, let me read the rest of the chat because I don't want to abandon you guys. WWE had partnerships with Evolve and ICW. Evolve slowly turned into a feeder system for WWE and was forced to stay small and then got sold to WWE sometime after, and ICW lost everything that made ICW. That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Carnage says they should just make a Space Jam 3 and call it Space Jam SmackDown.
Back down. Yeah, why not? Same Space Jam when people are upset at the Lola Bunny design. Yeah, I think we talked about Lola Bunny's design before. I kind of don't really care.
I don't care for it, but I hate Warner Brothers' fucking statement for that redesign.
Oh, the statement is what made it shit. Like, the design itself isn't bad. Like, she just looks a little more wacky. And Lola since Space Jam has actually developed like kind of an interesting personality.
No, she's voiced by Zendaya. You know who Zendaya is?
That's the person you hate. I don't have an opinion about her.
She's the woman that voices MJ. Not voices. She
plays MJ in the new Spider-Man. I think she's fine.
No, she's not. Her character is kind of weird and stupid.
That's why I kind of like it.
Well, the thing is
I didn't want them to do Kirsten Dunst again.
Well, no, but at the same time, like, she comes off as a weirdo stalker in that film.
Yeah. I kind of like that. And I kind of like that, like, everyone in the high school Spider-Man is weird and awkward and hasn't really come in yet, like, doesn't know how to deal with people yet. I think that fits the high school experience.
Well, I hope Aunt May gets killed in the next film then.
Jesus.
Well, that's what happened. That's what.
Aunt Man.
I'm a cold motherfucker.
Why Paul Rudd? What did he ever do to you?
Well, he did.
Okay, if they kill off Ant-Man,
you know what Spider-Man did to me? He made a deal with the devil. That's what he did. Jesus Christ.
No, that was Spider-Man who sold his marriage to the devil.
That's what I was talking about.
No, you said Ant-Man. That's why I was confused.
Oh, Ant-Man. What did Ant-Man do? Nothing really.
No, I mean, like, that's like, if you're gonna kill off I would be against them killing off Ant-Man unless he gets he gets his leg broken and he's in a wheelchair and then gets pushed off a cliff, so they can do a one final Mac and me.
Anyways, let me look at the chat.
Oh God, yeah, WWE did do the Leprechaun remake.
Ifrit says, no, it wouldn't. NHL's not much of an issue. It's NBA they should be concerned about. That is true. Basketball is better than hockey. Hell, Space Jam is the reason why I got into basketball for a short stint.
Basketball was huge in the 90s. It was wild.
Carnage Ray says, I know you hear much from Jim Cornette, but what are your opinions on Tony Khan? Tony Khan is a fucking spoiled brat of a billionaire who doesn't know how to learn from mistakes or whatever the fuck. Point is, he's Indian Donald Trump, dude. Like,
oh God.
Yeah, like.
Oh no, we already had one of those with Ajit Pai.
That name sounds very familiar. What is that?
That was that guy from Verizon who was pushing who was pushing the repeal of net neutrality really hard. Just had the biggest eating grin ever.
Oh, that bitch. Point is,
fuck that guy. I think he got fired. Thank goodness.
Point is, if you're a son of somebody who already made it big. If I were the parent, I would fucking train / semi-torture that kid in order to learn about work ethic and responsibility and all that shit so they can earn my inheritance. No, I am serious about that shit.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Yeah, they got to learn that. Don't just give it to them.
Ron Swanson had it right when he raised his kids.
I never got far enough into Parks and Rec.
Oh. Dude, that shows...
I need to watch more. I guess I stopped around the time it starts getting really good. I watched a bit of season 1, then just fell off and got distracted because I think it was taken off whatever. Is it on Netflix still? I think it was like or something like that.
Well, it's on Hulu now, but
Oh, yeah, that was the thing. It got taken off Netflix while I was watching, so I need to reactivate my Hulu.
To be fair, I can't blame you because season 1 is the worst season of that entire series.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. I thought it was decent, but it was like, yeah, I can imagine this getting better.
But season 2 gets better and better, and like I said, Ron Swanson, later in the series, knows how to raise family. I should just make it... Wait a minute, is this his name? I'm just going through these texts. I know you hear much from Jim Cornette, but what are your opinions on Tony Khan?
Yeah.
Spoiled brat who's probably snored up on cocaine, judging from how he looks right now. At least back in 2019, he looked professional. Granted, he did look like Indian Rick Moranis, but he still looked professional. Nowadays, I'm like, looking at him like, you look like me whenever I'm depressed. I never really seen Space Jam. I was born in 2002.
Honestly, the movie's not that great, but it's very memeable. And also, I think that's kind of the thing about it, is that the movie on a technical standpoint is amazing. Because all the movies that have like animated merged with live action before CG are beautiful. Like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Mm-hmm. DSMT said he saw Space Jam for the first time a couple of months ago with Nightman. Nightman I'm familiar with. I'm curious to hear what DS's opinions are of. I remember when WWE did a Leprechaun remake. How would that movie do? Oh, puke.
I'm pretty sure it did awful because I forgot it existed.
I know a bunch of MCU fans directing homophobic because they're trying to make Peter part of the LGBTQ community. I don't know for sure.
That sounds like a rumor or some Twitter nonsense. Because I think, what the hell is the name of Spider-Man 2099?
Something O'Hare.
I know he's Hispanic. But I think isn't he gay?
He never implied he was gay from the stuff I've seen. I didn't read the comics, but I think his name was Alex O'Hare or something like that.
No. I swear he has what the hell's Spider-Man 2099's name? Miguel O'Hara.
Miguel O'Hara. Okay.
Miguel O'Hara. Yeah.
He's gay?
I'm gonna check actually. I swear I heard that somewhere, but I might be misremembering.
Hey, it don't bother me if he's gay or not.
Yeah, no, I thought. Yeah, let's see.
Hell,
okay, I think that's this.
Hell, if he was gay, then that's actually pretty progressive considering where he was written in.
Yeah. Or let me see here. Spider-Man 2099. Okay. Nope. I might be mistaken. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah. Okay. Wait a second. There's something. There's something about this. Yeah, Peter Parker. Okay, on traits. Yeah, because generally people just going like, hey, like, there have been multiple Spider-Man, so don't change an established character. If you're trying to add diversity, you can totally just have a different character display diversity.
To be fair, Alex O'Hare is technically a different character.
Yeah.
I'm not against that. Like,
yeah, and I like that. That's why I like. That's why I'm a fan of Miles Morales too. He's a different character. They're not just like going, hey, we're gonna take Peter Parker and make him a different person. It's like, no, it's a different version of Spider-Man.
That's why I like Batman Beyond so much, because it was a different take of Batman.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh man, like I said, that Mr. Freeze moment still leaves me in tears, dude.
Well, oh yeah, Mr. Freeze in general. God, he's been a great villain in
True, but that final arc of his in Batman Beyond.
I don't remember that, and I feel bad now.
I linked you that scene a couple years ago. He's like, Believe me, you're the only one that cares.
Okay. So Miguel O'Hara's not gay, but Jessica Drew is.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That was a yeah. She was one of the Spider Woman. Let's see, Arachne, Black Tarantula, Black. Okay, she was a Black Widow.
But yeah,
Okay,
Mr. Freeze used to be one of my fucking favorite villains in Batman.
he's great.
I remember, I think my mom brought me some toys from that Batman cartoon. One of them was, in fact, Mr. Freeze, even though my main boy was Two-Face, considering who he was. That schizophrenic. Oh man.
I'd say my favorite Batman villain is Scarecrow, or at least when I was a kid.
That is true. That being said, hot take. I do not, even though I acknowledge people's criticisms for this, I do not mind the Tommy Lee Jones portrayal of Two-Face.
Oh yeah, I remember you were talking about how you've often talked about how much you loved it.
There's something majestic about a talented actor who just doesn't give a fuck.
The best. I think Nicolas Cage has hit diminishing returns on that, but early on of him not giving a fuck, it's like, oh, that's great. Now I think it's just him just being an extra weirdo.
Granted, yeah, Two-Face could have been better, and he should have been better, but I still enjoyed what I got. Especially in the deleted scenes where he was like, "You're a killer too, and you know it."
He's having a good time. Did you ever did you ever see or play the Telltale Batman game?
I've seen some clips of it, especially season 2.
Yeah. I did like that Two-Face in that one. He would always become unstable, but you could change what caused him to go unstable. Like, you could actually get to the end of the game and he would have never burned his face.
Yeah, I never seen those scenes. The scenes I've seen were from the second season of the game called Enemy Within.
That one's really good. I like that one.
Which is interesting because it's how Joker ends up at the end of the game.
Yeah, and I loved that. That was actually my favorite version of Joker.
It's a pretty good interpretation because it's like a good person. It's like a person who's trying to be good. He's like that.
It's kind of a blank slate filled by just awful people for the most part, and I kind of liked that.
It's like that movie Cable Guy with Jim Carrey.
Oh God, you're right.
And depending on how you treat him, the final episode will play out completely differently.
Yeah, like I did the playthrough I saw, he did become a vigilante.
Oh, I've seen at least bits of both playthroughs, and yeah.
Yeah, but no, I really like that. Shame that most of Telltale's output sucked near the end, but I think those were special. Those were really good.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was actually a pretty good... for people... Here's the thing. For people who criticize Jim Carrey's Riddler, there's a lot of fucking cape shit films that like to bring him up for inspiration. Examples, Jamie Foxx's Spider... TASM 2, aka The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. I never heard it called that.
That woman from Wonder Woman 84. Guy Pearce in Iron Man 3. They all have the same gimmick.
I liked Iron Man 3 a lot. A lot of people don't appreciate that movie.
The movie's great, but that twist, bruh.
I liked how they handled the Mandarin.
Okay, it would have been awesome if it was one of Iron Man's D-list villains.
You know what? I can kind of understand that.
The thing is, the Mandarin was like Iron Man's Joker or Lex Luthor or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, with that then.
Well, to be honest, at least we are going to get a Mandarin for real with Shang-Chi.
Yeah. That feels like it's gonna be weird, but yeah, like I do like the idea that it's like a fake Mandarin too. Batman Beyond needs to come back for sure. I don't know. I think Batman Beyond had a good run.
Batman Beyond was pretty good. I love it.
Yeah, don't bring it back and ruin it.
No,
make something new.
To me, Batman Beyond ended with Return of the Joker.
Yeah. Yes. Which
or more specifically, the epilogue episode in Justice League.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people hated the fact that Terry McGinnis was a fucking test tube clone of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that one's a bit weird.
But at the same time, it was to prove a point that genetics did not make Batman what he was.
Yeah. Experience.
Yeah, that being said, Amanda Waller was an idiot.
What else?
Hiring the Phantasm. The one person who understands a bit of Bruce's pain and suffering to be Terry's assassins. That was the only thing I didn't get. It's like that was the only thing I didn't understand about that whole Candace backstory. It's like, why would you hire the Phantasm? Considering she would know all about suffering like this, considering that not only Bruce suffered through this, but she did as well. She doesn't want to put anyone else through it. Come on.
Yeah, Carnage says he ordered a replica of the TNA Legends Champion. Championship, so I'm assuming it's a belt. One sec.
I assume
Legends
so.
Champion. Let's see what that looks like.
Or maybe it's the actual belt that Tessa's selling off.
That is a good vintage, classic looking belt.
Thank you.
That was like a belt they were wearing in the 70s, honestly. I like that look. It's got some character to it. God, Melody's making me feel old. This whole stream has just been the Weeb Boomer, podcast. Because we just spent a lot of time talking about our childhoods.
Hold on. Melody is saying that, well, yeah, that too, but Melody is apparently saying that her uncle showed her Batman Robin? Oof.
So, I feel like I'm basically Thanos going, perhaps I was too harsh on you when it comes to Batman and Robin, because I am so sick of the current Batman movies.
Really?
I don't like the... Okay, no. Actually, I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm happy that a lot of the other Batman media that isn't movies, like the animated stuff that DC's putting out, is actually doing well by the character. Because, my god, Snyder Batman is miserable.
Well, that's fine, but I'm sorry, but I still like at least two of the Nolan films.
I appreciate them, but I think that was enough dark, realistic Batman for one lifetime.
I don't know, man. Aaron Eckhart is a fucking fantastic Two-Face, in my opinion.
I have to rewatch that movie because I've only seen it twice. Yeah, Dark Knight.
Well, I don't know if you know this about me, but yeah, I am a huge fan of Two-Face, so much that I will actually defend the Tommy Lee Jones version.
Yep.
I like the design of a guy who looks normal in one half but looks fucking insane on the other half.
I do like that aesthetic. It's fun.
That's why I like Monokuma so much.
Yeah. I just keep thinking about that stupid Robot Chicken sketch where he keeps burning different parts of his face. It's like, no, it's me, Three-Face. I'm gonna roll my three-sided die to decide if you live or die or we have hot chocolate together.
Or what about Composite Santa?
Composite Santa. Half Frosty, half Santa.
You know what's really funny? My friend and I went into a comic shop one day. We were browsing through some action figures that they had, and one of them was of composite Superman, which is half Superman, half Batman. And my friend goes,
That was awesome.
No, he goes, it all makes sense now. And I go, what makes sense? Composite Santa.
Composite man.
And I immediately knew what the hell he was talking about. It's like, yeah, I could see the inspiration there.
My favorite thing that I heard from an interview with Seth Green, working on Robot Chicken, was that in the early seasons, actually I think every season, there's just a group of people whose job it is to track down rare action figures, or that they would use they would use like when they couldn't make their own version.
Mm-hmm. So what do they do if they can't?
No, they basically have to, just all the people had to drive around town going to like yard sales and like checking internet auctions. Like, that's an interesting job.
I'm not gonna be honest. I would totally accept that job on the fly because I like the thrill of the hunt for that for that kind of shit.
Yeah, so, which, hey, speaking of Robot Chicken stuff, I'm excited for the MODOK show.
Oh my god,
that looks so
good. That might scientist fight I shared with you.
It's great. I love creative fights that just go off the rails that hard.
Especially when one of the people fighting is an obscure villain by the name of Monica Rappaccini, aka the Scientist Supreme.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Which everything in that trailer, I'm like, oh, they're doing some dumb pulls. I love it.
Yeah, I love that kind of shit. Yes.
Like anything that has Fing Fang Foom, I'm so happy for.
Yeah, that was the thing. Going back to Iron Man 3, fucking Adrian Pierce had those Fing Fang Foom tattoos on his body.
Oh shit, you're right!
Yeah! You didn't notice?
No, okay, you know what it was? I think at the time of watching that, I had no idea who Fin Fang Foom was until I watched the Super Best Friends playing all of those like shitty Marvel games, and Matt wouldn't shut up about Fin Fang Foom.
Which game? Because I knew who Fing Fang Foom was from Marvel.
Oh,
Ultimate
it was they had a superhero month, like when Infinity War came out. I was like, hey, we're just gonna do an Avengers theme month, and they played a different Marvel game every day. So I'm not really sure which game it was, but it was kind of a through line that they would constantly bring up like dumb characters no one cared about.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was around time. It was before Guardians 2, because I remember Matt kept bringing up Ego the Living Planet, and it was similar to Street Sharks and Evil Act. Like, shut the fuck up about Ego the Living Planet. It's like, no, he's cool as a planet.
And then Ego became the main antagonist in Guardians.
And he was super good, and that movie rules.
Portrayed by Kurt fucking Russell.
Yeah, of all things. Like, I love that Ego the Living Planet made it into. That's the reason I love the Guardians movies, because they're pulling some dumb, like, they're pulling some weird stuff. For example, Guardians 3, they're gonna have to have another Howard the Duck cameo. You can't have a Guardians movie without it.
Well, I knew of Fing Fang Foom because he was one of the final bosses in Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, the original Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, it's a great game if you want to catch up on Marvel lore, because I didn't...
some obscure shit.
Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck Deadpool, Luke Cage, Moon Knight were at the time, but my friends
I feel like a lot of people know who Moon Knight is now, but they have no idea what he acts like, because every image I see online of Moon Knight is an edited panel.
Well, the point is, because I was a fan of X-Men Legends 1, which was basically a fucking history documentary of X-Men. And me being the X-Men fan I picked up this game and it's like, oh, Fing Fang Foom, oh, the Winter Soldier. I don't know any of these things, but I will That was the thing about the Ultimate Alliance games before the Disney takeover. And
Yeah, they had polls.
well, yeah, that was the thing my friend, not my friend, an acquaintance of mine described to me. He's like, before Disney, it was like a museum. You look through these areas and then you take the time to learn about them. But with Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which isn't a terrible game, it's actually a pretty good game. I would recommend it over that fucking shitty Avengers game by, what's the name of the studio that was working on it?
I don't remember.
One of Squeenix's bitches. I don't know. But
Oh, that Avengers game that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would still recommend Ultimate Alliance 3 over that game. But it feels too fast-paced and like a roller coaster ride. You don't have the time to learn about these characters. It feels more like a glorified Dynasty Warriors game, which is fitting because it was developed by Koei Tecmo. You understand? Yeah.
Yep. So slashing and just brain dead combat.
That being said, kudos to them for adding the Fantastic Four as DLC.
Yeah, which I like the Fantastic Four. Like, I don't want them as main characters and stuff, but I just want them to be in the background and bring in Doctor Doom, like you said.
Yeah, here's the thing. The only way you're going to bring me back to the MCU if you push Doctor Doom as your next main...
Push some weird rando.
Well, no. I want him to be pushed as the next Thanos so badly. He's such a cool fucking villain, dude.
I was screaming at... Like, I really wish that they handled... that the people handling the DC movies, like, would... do weird random like villains like Marvel does. The MCU does, because I would have loved to have seen Granny Goodness in a movie.
Oh. Granny Goodness.
Imagine if they missed their shot to do it because Doris Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond would have been a perfect Granny Goodness.
Yeah, and she passed away years ago.
And she passed away, unfortunately, so they missed their shot. Fuck it, bring in Betty White. Do it quickly.
Also, S.C. Marin says that Crystal Dynamics was responsible for the Avengers game, but
Crystal Dynamics is like a weird skeleton studio. I don't even know who's there anymore.
Point is, I can get back into the MCU. I just there are some ways you can do it. This Mahershala Ali Blade movie better be rated R with plenty of blood and guts.
I think they already confirmed it was going to be rated R.
All right. B.
And they also confirmed that about Deadpool 3.
Yeah. B. Deadpool 3, same reason. C. Doctor Doom needs to be pushed as the main antagonist so far that you actually have a movie dedicated to it. I'm telling you, man, Victor Von Doom is a fucking fantastic villain, dude.
Great, because he's not... In most cases, he's not even a villain. He's just this guy who has his own country and goes really far to protect it.
Exactly!
Yo, stop fucking with my country. Learns about Wakanda. Like, you're not going to be more advanced than me.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah.
This guy, man, he is so cool.
I just remember that there was a random thing that Matt pointed out when he was playing Ultimate Spider-Man, that there was a billboard for Latverian cruise lines.
Wait, was it?
That's really funny to me.
Which Spider-Man game? Which Spider-Man game? Was it the Insomniac Spider-Man? Wait, which one?
Ultimate Spider-Man, the one where you play as Venom.
Wow, because I did play that game. I missed out on that fucking thing.
Yeah, the game didn't really have many like obscure pulls. Like a lot of the villain, like you fight Shocker like 4 times. Johnny Blaze, not Johnny Blaze, Johnny Storm is there. Yeah, Human Torch. Yeah, generally they don't really have a lot of weird pulls in that one. Vulture is in it naturally. But the background, you had like Craven,
No, he wasn't.
Craven the Hunter and Latveria and stuff.
No, they weren't.
What?
I played Ultimate Spider-Man. Johnny Storm was in the game, yeah, but
Yeah.
Craven wasn't.
No, I said you get references to Craven. Like there was a billboard. There was a billboard for like a movie starring Craven.
Okay.
That's what the issue I had. Like that was one of the big issues with the game is that they did not go obscure enough. I think it's because the Ultimate Universe was kind of newer at that point.
Well, not to mention the gameplay was not.
The gameplay had a bit to be desired. It wasn't as good as the Spider-Man 2 movie game. Which how did that game end up so good?
I don't know. They were thinking about the movement of the game for sure, because I did like wall running on those buildings. There was momentum and shit like that. It was fun to swing around New York City. And Ultimate Spider-Man, not as much, because they took that shit away.
No. The web still worked the same way, but your combos were a lot more simple, and there wasn't as much progression in the game. Like you didn't learn new techniques, and you couldn't do as much as in Spider-Man 2. But as the story goes, they weren't gonna. Yeah, like one of the developers said, "Hey, I have an idea for like an anchor system for the webbing, so it'll actually stick to buildings and the environment when you swing around. So we don't have to do the magic webs anymore." And they go, "That'll take too much time. Just do the magic webs." And then he stayed overnight, pulled an all-nighter, coded the anchor web, and said, "Here you go. I'm gonna go home and take a nap." Put it in the game then. So, well, if we have it, I guess we can put it in the game now.
That being said, Ultimate Spider-Man was a downgrade.
It very much was a downgrade. It still liked the game, but it was nowhere near as good as the Spider-Man 2 game.
That is true. And I was disappointed.
And we didn't get another great Spider-Man game till Insomniac.
Yeah, that being said, I was still giving Spider-Man games a chance via rental stores.
Yeah.
What was that Spider-Man game we were talking about earlier? The one with the cross dimensions? Shattered Dimensions, was it?
Either Shattered Dimensions or Web of Shadows. I get them confused a lot.
They might be both.
Yeah.
Then,
Melody, I assume you're talking about Invincible. Yeah, please watch Invincible. It's very good, and the season just ended.
if you have an Amazon account, Melody Bunny, at least watch the first episode. See if it will hook you.
Watch the first episode. Again, the credits roll, and then there's a thing after the credits, but it happens really quickly. So as long as you're not like my weird friend who, like, the second credits kick on, they immediately turn off what they're watching, like almost like a panic response. I'm like, okay, well, you'll be fine.
Oh, the credits! Oh, the credits running. I might as well turn it off, man. If that was the case, I would put that motherfucker in a headlock and I go, "No, you keep watching, bitch."
Like, the worst one ever was we were watching an anime together, and at the end of the first episode, they had the credits rolling, but a scene was still happening in the background, and he stopped it and went to the next episode. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? There's like 2 minutes. Yeah, there's like 3 minutes left.
Oh, what a bitch!
Like, he would have missed out on my favorite Kill la Kill moment where Nui like rips through the credits. It's like, no, I'm still here, bitches.
Man, that
I
scared
should watch that.
that scared the hell out of me at the time.
Well, Nui like going through the credits, like it's all staticky, she's popping up in the credits. It was great.
Yeah, she just popped up in the credits. I'm like, what the? And then Stacky and all that shit.
Like she was in the background and kind of slowly making her way forward in the credits, and then the static kicks in and she takes over. That was so cool.
I only caught her once, and that was enough to creep me out.
Yeah. No, I love that. That was a good antagonist. I love Nui.
I haven't seen Yasuke, and I heard it goes full stupid anime.
That could be good or bad.
Well, it's about this black samurai.
It's still historical, so making it weird and overly anime seems like it's kind of diminishing of the actual guy's really cool story.
Well, that's the problem. That's
Yeah.
what the anime does, according to a review
Oh,
from Corey
Oh,
Coleman.
that doesn't sound good, because the dude lived a very interesting life. He was the first, like, black man in Japan, and he became a samurai, and everyone came from miles around going, what the fuck, what is this burned man doing here? How is he still alive?
And here's the thing. Now there's ghosts and mystical bullshit
Oh,
and
no.
fucking robots. Not even steampunk themed, but like technology themed from hundreds of years from our time in this world.
Oh, no. I'm still gonna watch it, but, ugh.
Yeah.
I'll give it a fair chance. But, I think it might be a good time to start wrapping up.
Is it?
Yeah, it's midnight right now.
I mean, that's true, but
I don't know. Sorry, I was wondering, but yeah, like no, I generally feel a pretty good flow too. So
all right.
yeah, check out Invincible Crystal Dynamics.
So maybe next week we'll fucking hunt some monsters or some shit.
Yeah, why not? I'm all for Monster Hunter. I was mentioning that while you were gone, but I have been messing around with like every type of weapon I can. I might experiment with the greatsword in a little bit. Oh, Pacific Rim: The Black is out. Okay.
I guess it is. But anyways,
Yep.
we need to wrap things up anyways.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So
I'm pretty tired. I haven't even had dinner yet.
yeah, so next week might be a Weeb gaming on Monster Hunter Rise again.
Yeah.
And then we will be hunting some monsters and doing some shit and talking some shit about titties or whatever the fuck.
Yep, as we usually do.
So with that,
Talking about sharing the humanized version of monsters and deciding which one is the hottest.
But also, Alice, yeah, I'm pretty excited for them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm saying excited, but I am curious about that MODOK series, and I do want
I'm
to watch
highly
it.
optimistic
Same.
because Patton Oswalt has demonstrated many times that he goes deep into comic lore. So he definitely knows what he's doing on the show, and I hope that he had some input with the writing process.
Plus, Patton Oswalt is also weirdo short man. So
Yeah, so he's perfect for MODOK.
yeah, typecasting. Anyways, man, that clip between him and Rappaccini when he got stabbed in the eye, he's like, "Oh no, I'm not finished with you yet." First aid spray. All the religions are wrong.
Religions are wrong.
It's
Hey,
great.
that's old Sky Cake, like he said.
Yep. Oh, sky cake. Why are you?
Why
so
must you be so delicious?
Mm-hmm. So we'll see you guys next week, and we'll probably hunt some monsters. I'll probably farm for Tigrex armor or something.
Yeah, I'm currently using the Magnum Aloe armor.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Right.
This is Starscream signing out.
So Squiggleton signing off.
Take care, everybody.
Good night.
And we're done.